So the stripper is on stage clapping, and you look at Zoe, and Zoe's there jumping up and down. And I'm like, bro, stop. Like, this ain't for you.
That's crazy.
What episode are we on right now? 47?
Karolinko.
Ooh. Are we recording?
We're recording.
Oh, my bad.
AK-47. Who else was 47? Sean Marion or someone like that?
47? I feel like he's
Sean
the
Marion.
only.
It was Karolinko and someone else. No, I think Sean Marion was like 31.
Okay, so wait, Christian Coloco, you said?
Christian Coloco.
Is that what you said?
Who the hell is that?
Is that his name?
No.
I was like, wait a minute, who the hell is
Respect Christian Coloco.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say-
yeah, yeah. He's putting in work on the Lakers right now, I'm pretty
Yeah, I was
sure.
gonna say
Oh, that's
he's a
who-
player.
Are you talking about Bruno Caboclo? I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't
Those
know
are two
Christian
different
Coloco.
Raptors.
I don't
Let's
know Christian
rewind.
Coloco.
I heard him say we're on 47 Coloco.
He said Kirilenko.
Oh,
I said Karolinko.
I heard Coloco, and I didn't automatically went to Christian Coloco.
That's good. You're a real Raptors fan, Zoe.
Try to be. That's
I like
the
that.
city.
I like the whole
remember-
AK-47.
They tried
you
a
know?
ting with Bruno.
Well, Bruno Caboclo, 2 years away from being 2 years away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 47 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
Tresor.
And Clyde. Gunshots for the AK-47 episode.
He
And
was good, too.
He was nice.
He was one of the first good European white boys of our generation.
He's one of the only people to get 5x5.
Points, steals, rebounds, assists, blocks.
Yeah.
Like
And
average.
rebound. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Damn.
No, he didn't average it. Just to get
Just
it in one game. It's only like a few people that have ever done that.
That's an obscure.
5
You have
steals.
such an interesting brain that you just
Why?
know things like that.
I know random shit.
5
Like,
steals in one game is hard, especially as a big man.
Yeah.
He had 5 steals, 5 blocks, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 points.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
very rare to
That's
do
how
that.
That
he's
is
working.
low key an ESPN stat.
That's a Jokic stat.
Jokic, Wembanyama, too. I think he's done.
You know how like
yeah.
ESPN though, they'll find like, oh, LeBron is the first player with initial that starts with L that scored 30 points in February.
Right.
And Kendrick getting the same thing. Like, first artist that's last name Lamar to sell 1 million records.
If he dropped at 12 p.m., then he would have.
Yeah. We'll stop. That's all you'll
They're moving the goalposts. But anyways, what?
Just like 2 minutes in, they're gonna
Yeah.
be pissed.
Yeah, literally.
It's not on the docket, I promise.
We are, yeah. I mean, we have Apple Replay, but regardless,
Yeah, it's there.
if any of you guys have followed me, you know that I'm coming off of Bender from my Miami trip. In the last 24 hours, I've taken a nap. I've been in 5 Ubers. I had dinner, hookah, Don Julio, Red Bull, in the club, on a plane, back to work, and now potting.
This is all 24 hours?
Yes,
Oh, good for you.
24 hours.
You see what she does to make sure she makes it to that red seat right there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm fighting
Let me get a round of applause. Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you.
I'm
Appreciate
fighting
you,
for my
Zoe.
life in this seat right now.
Pushing through. But something tells me you're not the only one that's pushing through things right now.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm not mashup, but I'm tired. I was on the liquid IVs this trip.
The liquid
I
IVs.
brought them and I
Heavy.
didn't use them, man.
I drank one every single day.
Oh, so you don't actually intravenous them?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
'Cause I've heard
it's
of
the
that,
powder.
yeah.
I do the powder. Yeah, you can get the drip, but no, I don't want to do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the powder.
Ah.
And it was crazy because I think me and my cousins and my friends might actually be borderline alcoholics because we finished at least a 1.75 liter bottle of alcohol every day. Just the 4 of us.
It's a bit much.
That is a lot.
And that was the first one. Like we would
So
buy
you said
one,
cousins. Like let's do the math. Like how many cousins?
2,
So
and then one extra friend.
3 people. You guys are sipping on
4 of us.
4 people total. 1.75 every day.
And then like getting another emergency one just in case.
Emergency.
But we cleared a 1.75 every day for sure.
Yeah, listen.
So you admit you have a problem?
I don't think it's a problem. I think it's just, in that environment, you drink in
100%.
excess.
Listen, benders are just another word for temporary alcoholism.
It is true.
I was gonna say you said Bender, and I was like, that's very close to a problem. You
Coming
know?
off of Bender.
Come on. It's a solution as long as you get your work done in the week. Then you're good.
Yeah, literally. But
Everything's great in moderation.
Literally. This was my 3rd or 4th trip to Miami.
Damn.
Definitely my most intense one. I will say that, and also we went for Art Basel. For anyone who doesn't know, Art Basel, it's like a traveling art, I guess, like exhibition convention where artists go and they have like a week of different activations, a lot of publications, designers, artists. They have like a whole museum. There are different art around the city. A lot of different brands do like pop-ups and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on.
So it's
in
like
Miami.
Nuit Blanche, but good.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I would say, and honestly, Art Basel now, or I guess in like maybe most recent years, has become kind of like party first, art secondary in a way. But I wasn't gonna go to Miami just to party. I was like, there's no way we're gonna come here and not see any art. Like,
Yeah, and you waited till Monday to do it.
well, I tried to go on Sunday.
Okay.
And it was, by the time we got there, like we couldn't really get into the full museum and they were like being really stingy at the door. But luckily, we went to a really nice gallery on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff you posted looked really nice.
It was really, really freaking nice. Like beautiful, beautiful paintings, beautiful architecture, like really, really great stuff in there. But regardless, yeah, don't go to Art Basel and not see art. I can't be that much of a chasing club rat to go to Art Basel and only go
Tresor,
to
did
the
you
club.
see any art?
I did. We stumbled upon something.
Shit came out of nowhere.
I wasn't too keen on the art.
Okay.
But yeah, we saw some stuff. It was cool, I guess. But
Yeah.
I'm not like a physical art type of person because it's like, okay, I'm looking at this paper mache 7-foot dog and like, okay, it's cool, but now what? Like, or I'm looking at this dude splattering paint on a Lamborghini.
Right.
Okay, now what? You know, like.
You want to know something? I also wasn't like, when it came to Art Basel, I wasn't too I'm not an art okay, actually, let me rewind. I didn't think of myself as an art person, but when I went to that last gallery, I realized, because we were in there for a minute, like I was really like, wow, this was amazing stuff. I liked a very specific type of art. Like I like shit that's just like, how the hell did that happen? Like very like colorful, beautiful, like and also I love photographs. Like great photographs, I really appreciate. And the one that we went to, because it was called Eden Gallery. And as soon as you walked in, there's like this like massive, like, I posted on my Instagram. I was supposed to take photos actually. We got caught and I was like, oops, sorry. I didn't know there was a thing where you can't take photos.
Miami's weird because like you can't take pictures at the museum, but you can at the strip club.
Literally. So we walked in, there was like this
shot.
like massive like gorilla statue that was like, he had like a fitted on. I posted, he had like a fitted on. He was like all like diamond out. He had like diamond girls. I don't remember the
Looked
artist's
like a
name.
Lot 29 shirt.
Yeah, kind of. But it was like, it was huge. Like, I screamed because I didn't realize it was like right there. But it was big. Like it was like we were like eye to eye, me and this thing. And I was like, oh, this is sick as hell. And like I said, they had like these beautiful like paintings like in like the side of the gallery of like lions and like tigers. And it was like photographs with like a painting background. And they had like these like butterfly, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like butterfly, not statue, but like, I don't know. I guess
Sculpture?
not sculpture, because they were real butterflies. Like they were real butterflies that were
Replicas?
No, they weren't replicas because they were real. Like it was, anyways, art piece. They had this beautiful art piece.
There was
and then-
live art.
No, they were dead.
Oh shit.
So like it was in this glass box and it was like a custom Chanel like bag or like a Chanel kind of like purse thing, and it was like a circle, which was kind of like the base, and they had like this like flux of like these gorgeous blue butterflies coming out of it. And the girl was like, yeah, those are real butterflies from Brazil that like the artist caught and like didn't paint, but like I guess they like whatever, like beautiful butterflies. What?
So how do you kill the butterflies, keep them intact, taxidermy them, and bring them to Miami
That's the word I was
without-
looking for. That was a great word.
without like crushing the butterflies?
I don't know. But she told me they were real butterflies. She's like, it's a real Chanel bag, custom Chanel bag. It's these beautiful butterflies. I took a picture of it also, by the way. I'm sure I shouldn't have. Anyways, regardless. And they were real. And that art piece, $26K.
Whoa.
$26,000. They had like this gorgeous, like massive photo of like a lion, and I love lions.
Yeah.
And it was like a black and white photo of a lion, and the lion
That's
had like
very
butterflies. What's Jamaican?
Say, that's very Jamaican of you.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. I love photos of big cats. Like I love photos of tigers. I love photos of lions. I don't know why.
What was very Jamaican of her? Like liking the lion art piece.
Loving
Yeah.
lions is very Jamaican.
Yeah.
Specifically lions.
I don't know, but they had this like gorgeous photograph of like the face of like this lion. And it was like the same photographer who did Natural Geographic. And then they had like these like beautiful butterflies like on the lion's face. It was beautiful. I honestly, I need to be rich and have a massive house because I appreciate like great photography artwork.
Right.
Like if I had money and I could just have like a mansion with just like beautiful art pieces, I would totally do it.
You'd have a Basquiat if you could afford one.
If I liked it.
Okay.
I won't lie.
Some of that
I would
stuff-
really love like just beautiful photos in
People
my
gotta be
house.
real.
Some of that is like the best lick that you could hit like on anybody. Like I seen recently there was this British dude and he made this. This was like an art exhibit that everybody and it's for anybody that can't see, it's just a banana taped to a wall.
And then he ate it, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's worth
For his
100.
final trick.
It's like $150,000 though. Like that it's worth.
But stuff like that annoys me. Like I don't
I'm
like
in the
art
wrong
like
industry.
that. You know what I mean? Like I want like really cool like
So
photos and paintings and
yeah, I think you like technically impressive art. I don't think maybe that's the wrong word, but I definitely don't think you like abstract art.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Some
so.
stuff be looking like the For All the Dogs cover, and it's like 100K. Nah.
Yeah.
Like Adonis drew it.
Yeah. Like I don't want stuff you have to like explain to me too hard.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I want
yeah.
stuff to be like, oh my God,
That
what
it
is
hits
that?
you in the face right
I just
away.
want it to be like just beautiful shit.
Obvious.
So Tresor, you're getting at it. Like, let's say, like, let's not even if when you're super up, right, and you got a crib that you could decorate however you want. What kind of art are you putting in, bro?
I feel like I would put like stereotypically black guy art.
You'd have like Martin
Like a
Luther King and
Scarface
Malcolm X
poster,
taking
like-
a selfie with
Yeah,
LeBron in the
no.
background. Like,
Oh God.
you'd have one of those.
not the Scarface, but I probably would do the black leaders Last Supper.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
I definitely would have like a Kobe portrait or something.
Yes.
I
Portrait
would
of Kobe and
probably-
Mike just putting their arms around each other.
Yeah.
I would definitely have something that has to do with Jordans.
Yeah.
Like a collection of a really nice picture
like-
of a collection of Jordans, stuff like that. You know,
Because you're being true to yourself.
yeah.
You should get the.
Even though you're in that upper echelon, you're still
I'm
Tresor at
still
the end
gonna
of the day.
get
Yeah.
stuff that I like. I'm not now just gonna start getting a bunch of stuff that I think is
Yeah.
foolishness.
And
So-
this is
yeah, go
why
I'm not going 100% like guy crib. Like I'm not getting the wet grass rug, the off-white.
But you need some
rug
cultural pieces.
and the Murakami pillow. You know, like I think
And the
that's
vape figurines.
the bear bricks and the bait figurines and the bean bags. Like I'm not going that far, but
yeah.
One that's very Toronto exclusive was Mandem having the TTC subway map.
Oh,
No,
I would
that is so
never.
tacky.
or
man.
the people that would steal the street signs.
Street signs? Yeah, I know people who did that.
You're a hooligan. I was
I remember being a hooligan.
Shout out to what's that music video? Still Badaraba.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Spamoji.
yeah, I swear he had that one. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get that one day.
And next to my Basquiat, I need the picture with all the different haircuts and fades.
the barber shop cuts picture.
Yeah, that
What?
one- that is the cultural
You
statement.
put that in your house?
No, I'm being facetious.
This nigga gonna go to
obviously.
sleep to Ludacris. But yeah, go.
This is why I firmly believe that men need a man cave. Because that shit's not going in my house.
That's not gonna fly.
I'm not having LeBron hugging
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X hugging Kobe on top of Michael Jordan's head.
Jesus, Nipsey, and
With-
Kobe,
yeah,
like
no,
with their
no,
arms around each other.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I love that ignorant shit, man. I
I'm
love
very
that.
supportive of a man cave when it
Yeah.
comes to if whatever my future husband and I get home, man cave it out, baby.
That basement.
Do
gonna be
whatever
sick.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Throw up some shit that you like, cause that shit's not going in the family room. It's
That's
not. I'm so
funny.
sorry, but it's not.
But okay, so apart from the museum, Zoe, how was
Okay.
how was your
You want me to get
weekend?
into like the really
Yeah,
like?
yeah.
Okay, so
Let's hear it.
Miami was obviously wild. It was good. Friday was calm. For the first time I went to Miami, South Beach was dead. Went to Miami, South Beach was dead. There wasn't much happening on South Beach. I don't know what it was. This was the first time I went to Miami in the actual like South Beach Strip. There wasn't really a lot going on.
What year was this?
No, this year.
Oh,
Like,
sorry. Oh, when you pulled up on
yeah,
on
we
Friday.
went on Friday.
Oh,
we went
okay.
to South Beach.
Got
Nothing
you.
was happening.
Got you. Sorry.
So I was like kind of surprised. I kind of thought like, hey, where do we go?
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time in Wynwood. We went to a lot of parties. We went to
Just so they know, like, if they haven't been to Miami yet, what does Wynwood mean? Like,
so Wynwood is like South Beach is technically an island, right? Like you need to take the bridge from like Miami inland to get, or like Florida inland to get to South Beach, or like Miami Beach, right? So like we have like South Beach, Collins Drive, Collins Avenue, all that stuff. That's Ocean Drive. That's all on the Miami Beach. Then you have Wynwood, which is more inland, and it's kind of more of like a city feel in Wynwood, right? It's a little bit more like artistic, a little more city.
Wynwood is basically, it's the design district and the fashion district.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I would say that. It's definitely
Around
more
there.
city vibes. Miami Beach, you obviously get like, you have the palm trees, you have the beachy stuff, all whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we spent a lot of time in Wynwood. We went to Sold Out Dates, a really good party. Jay Murphy is a great DJ. I don't know if anyone knows who Jay
he's
Murphy
dope,
is.
yeah.
I met him in Malta when we went for DLT this
I
year.
met him in Detroit.
Oh, really?
Total opposite.
Oh, yeah.
I met him in
opposite.
LA.
Oh, look
Total
at that.
opposite.
Yeah, he's a really, really good DJ,
He's
man.
solid, yeah.
He's a really good DJ, and also search up my phone. He's a really good DJ, and also like, not to sound shady, like for an American DJ, he can hold down like good dance hall,
You can do a dance hall set.
Afrobeat sets.
Because real quick, in Miami, you need to have a Caribbean bag, right?
Not
You don't need
necessarily.
to, but
No?
it benefits
It
you.
benefits you, okay.
Not necessarily.
It benefits
Got
you.
you.
But
Because they're what, like 30-minute boat to Cuba? Like,
is it that close?
Cuba's close. I don't know if it's a 30-minute boat, but Cuba's right there. The
right
Bahamas is right there.
Yeah. So Friday, yeah, we went to a few events. We went to South Beach. It was cool. Friday was calm. Saturday, we went to Sold Out Dates. I don't know if anyone's heard of Sold Out Dates. It's a really good event. I think they were based out of DC. They're pretty big in the United States. They actually had a party here at Carabana, Toronto.
that's why it sounds familiar. Yeah.
And it was a good party. It was at the Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Sold
Drake,
Out Dates was good. So we went to their event. Jay Murphy was DJing. It was solid. And one thing about like these American events, like these American parties, like the bottles, like Americans really love bottle service culture.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't play with bottle service.
For better or for worse?
They love bottle service. They love bottle service. They love hookah.
It can get a little too carried away.
Yeah. Every party that we went to, the bottles were just rotating.
Right.
Like the Don Julio was in constant play the entire weekend. So yeah, Sold Out Dates was good. We had a great time. There were a lot of Toronto people there. I feel like the Toronto entertainment party industry is like really trying to bridge the gap with the American entertainment party industry. So they're trying to network. So there were a lot of people in Toronto, DJs, hosts, event managers that were in Miami. So Sold Out Dates was really good.
Shout out to all the Toronto people that made it out.
Yeah. I also went to South House versus Niger House party. Shout out Jordi Dior. He DJ'd there.
Oh, fire.
And that was good. And then like, okay, this is gonna go on later to my story. I don't mind talking to guys, like, you know, like at the party or whatever. Like, I'll give my Instagram, blah, blah, blah. But I had this conversation with someone recently. I can do a quick banter, like in the night, like, you know, a little back and forth, key, and then I don't want to talk to you again.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do that with men. Because men just want to keep up.
I'm leaving here with something. That's
You know what I'm
they
saying?
think.
Like they want to keep up. So
Oh,
it's like,
she thinks I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, I should.
So like if I give you
You're
my
creating
Instagram
that.
or you know what I'm saying, like whatever, like you think like, oh, like she wants. It's like, bro, it was just like,
I was just being nice.
we were just being cool. You know, we were vibing in the booth. Oh, he's like, what's your Instagram? I gave it to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, there was one guy who was just like, yo, I'll get into it.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, cool. So we went to South House, was great. We went to Taboo. Tresor got attacked by strippers.
He got attacked. He was assaulted.
Ain't that a good problem to have?
This was the first strip club we went to, which was also Friday night.
Yeah.
We went to Taboo. There was one stripper who was like very adamant.
She was bugging.
Very adamant about her career. And she was on stage. She had full thing, BBL, blown out titties, all the above. And we're all just like talking, laughing, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden they cut the music. And all you hear is...
And I'm looking around like, is somebody's birthday? Like, why is there a round of applause going on?
So I'm looking around like... I
Like,
didn't see-
genuinely,
Literally. Because it's mute.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you said this heavy clapping. And I just see just sort of like do a 360 turn. So then I look on the stage and Shorty's just clapping her ass cheeks. But like, it is so loud. Guys,
She
it was-
practiced that. Like, that's
guys,
not
it was
regular.
literally like... And we were all like, God damn. Like the whole place stopped. Like, what the hell?
Somebody cleaning a rug?
Yeah.
And
Like,
then what you don't, and then what she didn't say is, and honestly, on this trip, I actually realized that I will say Zoe is actually funny. But
thank you.
But hold on.
Thank you.
Hold on. Zoe is
Round
funny.
of applause.
Yeah,
But
I got you.
Zoe is not like tell a joke funny, haha. Zoe is just so insane that some of the things that she says and do, like you can't help but to just bust out laughing.
Did
Because
that
like,
really happen? Holy
why
shit.
would it's like why would you do that and why would you say that? So the stripper is on stage clapping, and you look at Zoe, and Zoe's there jumping up and down. And I'm like, yo, stop! This ain't for you. Oh, yo, this girl is crazy, bro. She was trying to like catch the rhythm of the stripper.
That's crazy.
Zoe. Oh my god.
I'm crying because I actually forgot that I did that. Bro, because I was trying to like
Making
how
a beat out of the clouds.
Because I was like, yo, how'd she do that? So I was in the corner like trying to get Yo, anyways. That stripper was determined. Yeah, that stripper was determined. She was, I don't know if she was on drugs. She just had a lot of energy, man. Yeah. Like she
So
was
the music cut out?
cut out. They were like, yo, cut that shit, DJ. And it was like, and it was just like mute and then claps. Heavy clap. And it was her ass cheeks.
Fire.
Literally fire. And it was her ass cheeks.
These are good theatrics.
She was doing a lot. Zoe Lily has a video of me hiding behind a wall.
Yeah.
Because every time that one would come around, she's just doing something. Like she's doing something that's too much.
Yeah.
So I literally
Like she'd come to me, she'd be like, and I'm like, oh, Lord. And I'm like, girl, I don't swing that way. I promise you, baby. Not happening.
She was bugging.
She was picking
bro.
girls up.
Yeah.
Like they're bringing like girls. I won't say who, but one of our friends got brought up on the stage.
Yeah.
Legs up on the pole. Like they were wildin' in that strip club.
My whole thing about that is this is Art Basel. This is like your all-star weekend in Miami. Like,
Kinda.
aren't you supposed to like show your best work? That's her best work? Scaring the niggas?
She was working hard, but because the thing is, I think what she was doing that would work for a specific type of crowd. You know, I just don't think that wasn't our methods.
Yeah.
Was it scaring the crowd? Was everybody kind of like, oh?
I got there at a point.
Yeah.
At the beginning, you're kind of like, oh, ha ha, but like she keeps coming around and keeps doing
so
it.
how long did this?
It was a
Did the
round of
claps
applause.
go for?
It was a round of applause. It was long.
Oh.
For like an Oscar award winning,
Oh,
like
no,
everybody.
no.
Like standing ovation
clapped
for a long
maybe
time?
like 25, 30 seconds the first time.
That's still a long time.
Yeah. Like
It sounded like
To cut the music and everything?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
someone
crazy.
was smashing 2 4x4s together. Like,
Jesus Christ.
literally.
yeah, it was.
So yeah, that was, and honestly, like that night, like one thing about me, I love a strip club. I love a strip club, and I love a strip club in America. So that sounded so crazy of me to say that. But I love a strip club in America. Yeah, love an American strip club. And that strip club was all right. Like it was, I feel like it also wasn't that lively. It was kind of dead. No, and one thing about me, I love the theatrics. I'm here for the drama. I want to see rain. Niggas who go to the strip club and don't throw money. What are you doing here, brokey? Bro, what? My thing is like, yo,
You see how
who
women
would
are
I do
insane?
that? Yeah,
You see how women are insane?
100%. And I understand that I sound crazy. I'm standing on it. We're in a strip club. These women are working at the end of the day. This is a place of employment.
Facts.
Throw some bands or go home.
Facts.
Go home or throw some bands.
Right.
And no, it's not going to be my bands. It's going to be yours.
It's gonna be, yeah. Are you
What?
talking to me?
That's
specifically?
the
no,
privilege. That's
Any
the
man
privilege.
So
who
I'm-
goes to the strip
so
club
I'm-
and just kind of wants to
okay,
post up. Nigga,
okay.
throw something.
So
Can't post up, can't have a drink.
So-
No.
Order some hot wings.
No.
So this okay, so I'm gonna ask this, right? Because when I go to
Wait, do you want to ask it now? I want to get the booby trap part.
yeah, you can talk about booby trap first.
Okay, let me finish. Okay, so
Okay.
that was Friday. Saturday, we went to Sold Out Days, like I said. That was good, all that stuff. And then Saturday night, what did we do Saturday night? It's like this is becoming a blur now.
What was
Oh,
that
Saturday night
outside?
was booby trap.
Yeah.
Yes. So we went to Sold Out Dates. We're all chilling. Then went to go eat. We went to, I think, Everyday People also on Saturday. I believe Everyday People was Saturday,
Oh,
right?
okay,
Yes,
fire.
we did. Went to Everyday People on Saturday.
Saturday,
and
like
then,
day party, I guess.
sorry?
Let's make sure the itinerary makes sense for
Nah,
everybody.
it was
So-
like
No,
even, it
Everyday
was
People
like
was
night.
night, like
was
evening
night.
to
Like
night. Sold
nighttime.
Out Dates was day,
Got you.
and then we went to get food, and then Everyday People was evening to night.
That's fine. You had a fun Saturday. Dog.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that whole night, like literally, like it was wake up, eat,
Yeah.
Sold Out Dates, food, Everyday People,
Okay.
chill, and then went to strip club. So after Everyday People, now we left. Everyday People was, I don't know. I didn't like this one too much. I'm not. I hate like very, very big venue. Like it felt like a music
Yeah.
festival.
If it's too big, it might
yeah,
get
it didn't
overwhelmed.
feel like a party too much anymore. It felt
If it's
very,
too big, it doesn't matter how good of a host
Yeah.
or promotion
Yeah.
team you are.
Yeah.
You can't do
curate that
justice to
vibe.
it.
yeah,
That's why I
it
don't like
felt
Rebel.
more music festival than it felt more like this is a party.
And I ran into my cousins from Chicago at that party. I didn't even know they were gonna be in Miami.
That's so fire. What the fuck?
Yeah. So
That's
yeah, that
terrible.
whole Saturday was good. So now we're like, okay, like the night was kind of dying down. We went to kick it with Tanisha, and we all like met up in Tanisha's hotel, whatever.
That was a nice hotel.
Yeah. And then we were like, okay, like, it's Saturday night, still kind of early. What do we want to do? And I've never been to Booby Trap before. I just
Yeah.
always hear, but never been.
What does early mean at this point? Like this.
Oh,
It's
also,
like-
guys, Miami is not a real place. I'm telling you,
Early
time does not exist
was
there.
like 11:30.
No, early is like 12:30,
Wow.
1 sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah. So at that point, it's probably like, it's probably like 12:30, 1-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, we can't end the night now. Like, we got to do something. And then my homegirl's like, oh, like some of the people we know are at Booby Trap. And I'm like, I want to go to Booby Trap. Like, Booby Trap, we need a business office. It's Saturday night. It's Art Basel weekend. I want to go to Booby Trap. So,
That sounds so hard to get into.
okay.
That
So it
sounds-
actually wasn't that hard to get into.
That sentence right
Hold
there.
on, guys. Also, I need you guys to be very, very clear that Zoe is telling this story and her stories from the perspective of a pretty privileged woman. So you men don't go there and think that this is this is not going to be your reality. I'm just giving that caveat. Continue.
Okay. Thank you.
Because it
Valid.
is hard to get into if you're not a woman.
Because, Tresor, me and you, we're street smart, bro. We hear that sentence, we're like, I don't know.
That's
man.
what I said, bro. We were, like you said, we were all at Tanisha's. They're talking about Booby Trap. They know people. They have a section. They have this, that. I'm like, yo, not gonna lie, we're probably not coming to this because this doesn't make sense. And I'm a very I do educated guesses, and I know I've been around long enough to know when things seem feasible and not feasible. And it's not even the cover, which it was $100 a head.
Mm-hmm.
No matter
100 USD just to step foot inside Booby Trap.
So that's
So
already
150
crazy.
CAD.
Yeah.
So that's already crazy. And then if you're doing that and then you don't really have a plug once you get in there,
Yeah.
you're kind of just aimless.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense unless you're a girl or you're tapped in already with people that are already have a situation situated.
And one thing about the US, their venues, you're paying cover as a woman. Like, they don't care. So unless you walk
That's
in with...
good.
And no. Unless you walk in with people who have a section or whatever, you're paying. So the people that we knew were like, okay, listen, you're gonna have to drop money at the door, but we'll give it back to you. So I was like, okay, cool. That's
They'll
fine.
pay you back.
Yeah.
What?
What type of?
Yeah.
The people whose booths you're at were paid you back in physical money?
Yeah.
See, that
Party
wasn't
refunds.
that wasn't happening for us.
Yo, shout out to American niggas. I understand why Canadian women like y'all more.
I'm not gonna say...
Yo, listen, you guys can have them. Yo,
Yeah.
we don't got it like that.
The
What you
infrastructure
mean?
in Canada is
Nah,
not the
yeah.
same.
Because I was like, listen...
I understand y'all now. Yeah.
I was like, listen, I'm not paying $100 to go into Booby Trap. I'm not. I'm
Right.
like, maybe I'll spend 40, 220s, whatever. I'm going for the experience. I could probably make it back with some random guy throwing bands or in the section. But I'm like, I'm not. Yeah, because guys will just, at strip club, niggas will just give you money.
As a woman.
Literally, as a woman, sorry. Niggas
I'm
will just give
gonna
you money.
make it back by some nigga throwing it in this.
Yeah.
No,
you just
hold on.
different
Let me
ways of
clarify.
thinking about your night.
I'm not stealing it from the strippers. I'm
I-
not
that's
stealing it from
not
the
where my
strippers.
mind was going.
That's not what I was thinking.
I'm not like that. I'm not in there on the
I
floor
was
sliding it.
imagining what you
No,
gonna
no,
do
no,
for
no.
that 40 ball.
No. It's more like guys are to the club, like, oh, I had to pay cover. Oh, no, here, hold this.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's
You
like
go
that.
out with a certain amount of money and finish the night with more money than you begin with.
Yeah,
That-
definitely.
As
All
a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Keep going.
So,
that in mind, guys.
Anyways, regardless now, we're like, okay,
Unless you're a man going to like Saucy Santana's booth.
All right.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe he'll pay. Maybe he'll pay you back.
cover.
Man, them
Yeah.
pulling up
I
in the
guess.
saucy booth.
But then also the issue with some women, like women that are your friends too, they don't look at it from both perspectives at the same time.
Oh, talk
They're-
shit to Zoe just
They're
now.
talking to you as if you're a part of that collective. Because Zoe will be like, yeah, come on, let's go. Yo, we know people that have a booth and did it. And I'm like, Zoe, I don't know these guys.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything for me because you have a plug. That doesn't mean I have a plug because you have a plug.
She means well. She's trying to
Yeah.
include you.
But,
But
it
she
doesn't
doesn't.
work. Like, it doesn't work like that, bro.
yeah. So, anyways, we're back and forth in the hotel. Like, yo, do we go?
Yeah.
Do we drop? I'm like, bro, I'm not dropping $100. Someone got at least cover half for me. This was that. So finally, we ended up like securing. Okay, some people said that they'll give us money back, whatever. We get reimbursed. Okay, cool. So my girl and I decided to go. We get there, and I'm like, this door's already tricky. There's like a VIP line. There's like a this line. Guys are like, bro, like, you know me, bro. I was just here. I was here last night, bro. I dropped 10K. Like, y'all got me waiting. Like, it was stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, this is going to be, I don't like this. So my girl's like, first we're in the VIP line. So, okay, maybe say we're joining this table. So we're in the table line, and they just weren't really giving us much, like, leeway, attention to us. I'm like, these guys were at the front, like, begging, like, yo, you know me, John. Like, John, come on, John. Like, so whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So my girl's like, let's just go to the GA line, see what we can do. Because the GA line is moving a little bit. So like, cool. We go to the GA line, we kind of walk up to the front, and he's like, all right, it's $100 a head. And we look at him, we're like, okay. He's like, and then he goes, and the ATM's down. So we're like, luckily my girl had money on her. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then we go in, pay the money, whatever. And then it's just packed. And also in there was Tiana Taylor's birthday. So it was Tiana Taylor, Janelle Monáe was in there, Victoria Monet was in there, whole bunch, A Boogie was in there. There was a whole bunch of
The
celebrities. in there.
Monet sisters. Wow.
Victoria Monet and they're not sisters.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
You're so stupid. Anyways, so we go in there and it's ram. It's ram. We go to the booth of the guys that we know. We're kind of chilling. They're not really throwing that much. So I'm like, man, I'm trying to hear who is throwing money. So I'm trying to find niggas who are trying to throw money because I want to throw their money.
So, okay, real quick. The guys that invited you
Yes.
that said, I'll pay you back.
They paid my friend back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so they paid her back. So that was like her connect.
So, because she paid all the money. Like,
Yes.
So she, like, let's say, I'm just putting the numbers together. She probably paid 500.
500 what?
No, it was 100 each.
100
it was like
each.
two of them. It was just the two.
Oh,
of
it's just
them.
two of you.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Okay, so
And then the guy that she knew gave her back the money.
$200 back.
I think 150. I
Alright.
think. Something like
Salute.
that. And then I ended up meeting another group of guys who were like, oh, here, take some money. Whatever.
Okay.
So regardless, by the time we got there, like the table that we knew, they weren't really throwing money that much anymore. So I was like, man, we got to move and shake. Like, I'm not trying to be at a dry table. Like, let's move to niggas who are throwing. I want to throw money, so I need to
And
find men
just
who are
real
throwing money.
quick, imagine if you were like tagging along with Tresor.
Exactly. They would have left me.
That would have made your night worse.
Why?
No, it wouldn't have. It would have
I
made
don't think
my
so.
night worse, not hers, because I
It
wouldn't have followed.
It
them.
could have sussed her flex. Like,
Yeah.
No, it couldn't.
She's bouncing around. How's she gonna bounce around with you?
I wouldn't
No,
be
he
bouncing.
would just be, he would just be in the mix, doing whatever he
I
wants to
wouldn't
do.
be bouncing. That's the
wouldn't be
thing.
at the hip. Yeah.
If she takes off,
You would have been
I'm
in a
not-
corner with a Heineken the whole
Word.
night.
I would have, but she did say that she saw. Funny enough, she did say that she saw Fab in there.
Yeah.
I would have tried to finesse it, but even that, this is the thing, because like I said, we are very similar. It's like I can assess situations. Now, if I was by myself, it probably would be a lot easier for me to move and shake. And
Interesting.
even in a situation like that, where it's like if I see like Fab in them and I hail them up and it's just me,
Yeah.
I'm probably cool.
Oh, but you were with two
But
yeah.
me and three other dudes
Three.
that
Jesus
you
Christ.
don't know as another guy, it's very
Yeah.
a slim chance that they're going to be welcoming to everybody. So you kind of have to move with that in mind. Unless you're a selfish dude, you're one of those guys that's like, yeah, I'm going to go inside and check it out and see how it is and come back
Never
and get
come
you
back.
guys later.
Damn. Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah.
Mucho's scratching his head. Like, he's done. You've done that a few times. Huh? I'm gonna go check it out and see.
Yeah, boys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. But my
You
bad, I
said-
didn't want to throw you off, Zoe. So you
Yeah.
you left the first
around.
So
Crazy
yeah, we're
to
in
me.
that
Oh, my.
first booth. There, we're like, let's kind of go McHale. And honestly, it was just so ram in there. I was like, yo, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know where to go. Like, there's strippers everywhere. Like, and the strippers were in the mix. Like, they were in the booths, in the hallways. They were everywhere in the strip club. So I was like, damn. So okay, let's just move. We're gonna leave. Let me just move around. Let me see if I can assess. Let me see who's here. Blah blah blah. So we kind of walk towards the front and we're like, A Boogie is, and it's ram. So I'm like, okay, that is not happening.
Hey, Boogie was there?
Yeah, yes. So we go towards. So listen, we go
Bro,
towards
one of my favorite songs of his is Booby Trap.
I'm screaming.
Making no, I need to all that time. And I
Did they play that? They
Get
played
it.
that.
Yeah,
They
seen
did,
that
yeah,
shit
they did,
already.
Anyway, so we go to the front and the A Boogie's booth just looks insane. And I'm like, okay, no, we're not making it anywhere. I'm like, let's just not even bother. So then I pass this guy and he just has like a huge plastic bag just full of ones.
Is that how
stacked.
he's
carrying it like this.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Like stacked
Real
ones.
nigga.
And he's carrying it like this through the club. And I my eyes just go straight to the money like, okay. Okay.
Now, educated guess, do
Yeah.
you think this guy made that money legally?
After
just
talking
on
to
your
him
own opinion.
and what he did, yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know if I should say.
We don't know him.
Well, he was actually,
You said it was legal.
Yeah.
maybe he wasn't legal all his life now that I think about it.
Oh my god.
No, I don't know.
Nigga reinvested.
What is-
Yeah,
what did he
but
do?
yeah, I think
He said he did
he's in
stocks?
cannabis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in cannabis now. And he does events,
That's beautiful.
concerts. All
He went
stuff
from
like that.
crack to cannabis. That's beautiful.
You can say that.
Or he went from illegal cannabis to legal cannabis.
yeah, maybe. But regardless, he was in cannabis. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then a guy who he was with was also a pretty big illustrator. I mean, I wouldn't call him big, but he had to deal with a very large brand.
You can say it.
I don't
We
wanna
don't
say
know
it.
these. That's
Yeah, but I
not
don't know.
tying it to anyone.
Yeah, but still, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Anyways, he designed a very notable design
Logo.
for not even a design for a brand.
Oh, wow.
The pants are crying. If you get it,
Oh, I got you.
do you get the brand I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
100%.
designed-
Offset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Offset did a collab with them for
Yeah,
his
I got you.
album and stuff.
Did they?
Yeah, I got you.
So you know what I'm talking about? He designed
Yeah.
the. Okay, cool. Anyways, if you know, you
Do
know.
you know what she's talking about?
No.
Do you know the? Okay, jeans are made of denim,
Yeah.
and denim is crying.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He. Oh my god. Anyways, he designed that, or he was the illustrator who helped design that. So I guess he got it. Whatever. That's what he did.
Right.
So regardless, we see the guy and they have this. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, these guys seem kind of cool. They got this stack of money. Blah blah blah. But I kind of let them. He gave me a look like, oh, he's gonna go have fun tonight. Then I'm like, oh yeah, you look like you're gonna have fun tonight. Whatever. He's like, yeah, gotta come support the strippers. Blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. We walk towards the back now, and we're standing towards the back of the club. Like, yo, should we leave? I don't know. Da da da. And then I look behind me and I see Fab, and I was like, oh my god, it's Fabulous. And he's there just sitting there, just with his drink and smacking down chicken wings in the back of the strip, the back of the strip club. Then I'm like, okay, cool. Then I look in front of me and I see Brampton's biggest, ick.
Hmm?
The
Tristan
NBA
Thompson?
Yes.
Oh,
He's in there
Wow.
doing what he does.
Shout out to him networking, going back to Chloe, faithful as fuck.
Yeah. He was in there doing what he does best. Cool. So see him. Then I look to my right and I'm like, yo, that man looks mad familiar. It's Allen Iverson.
Oh.
That had me. I'm not gonna lie. That I was like, damn.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys weren't this excited when I said I met Allen Iverson.
When did you say you met
When
Allen
did you meet
Iverson?
Allen Iverson?
Are you guys sick?
When did you
the
meet
Chris
Allen-
Brown night? I told you that me, Chris Brown, and Allen Iverson were standing in a trio.
I don't
Oh,
remember
I
that.
don't remember.
Facts,
I don't remember
it was like a
AI part of
Virginia
that.
thing.
You were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
the Chris Brown thing. AI was like a separate conversation.
No.
No, I said I was standing beside
Yeah,
Lou Williams,
yeah.
and Chris
He didn't
Brown
say
came
that.
to talk to Lou
He
Williams.
didn't say that.
Oh, no, I
and
do
Allen
remember
Iverson
this.
He didn't say
came
that.
to talk to them.
Oh, I don't
didn't
remember
get
that.
the yo. whoa.
Well, you had
And
the
I'm
breezy
talking to
photo
three
at the
of
same
them.
time, though. Like, there was a lot going on.
That's crazy. I just want the same excitement in my story.
You're so annoying. Anyway, so I look to my right, and Allen Iverson comes up to Fab and he hails it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Allen Iverson. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm amped. So whatever. And I'm kind of looking over, trying not to stare, but I'm like, oh my God, it's Allen Iverson. And then AJ from 106 in Park is on my left. I'm like,
AJ
yeah.
with no dreads.
No,
Yo, your childhood just
Yo.
walked in. Hey,
literally,
yo.
Wow.
it was so weird. I
That-
was like, what the hell? So I'm pretty sure. I'm like, Fabulous is here. Allen Iverson is here. This
Wow.
person's here. Who else did I text you was there? There's one other ball player that was there. I forgot who was
I
there.
could probably see it by
Yeah.
text.
I was
I think at this
texting.
point I took a nap and I woke up to like 7 messages from Zoe,
But
and
yeah.
it's just names. That's all. Look, it says Allen Iverson, Fab, AJ, Tiana, A Boogie, Tristan Thompson, Bender Don. That's all it says.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, that guy. I don't know much about him. I know he's like a comedian, like a Drewski type skit guy. I've seen him in the club 3 times.
Oh wow.
Once in a strip club. No, twice in a... Actually, they're all strip clubs I've seen him in.
Okay.
And every time, he's getting a massage.
In the club?
In the club.
What?
I don't know if it's his
That's
thing.
That's kind of fire.
I don't know if these girls are paid.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just clout
that
chasey and they
prize
want to
picks
give
money.
him.
Yeah.
But every time I see this nigga, he's getting a massage from a bitch, and she'll be sitting on top, and like he'll be sitting between her legs, and she's just like rubbing the hell out.
Really?
of him. Yes.
What?
This is
Yes.
taking place in the club.
In the strip
In a
club.
public place.
Bro, it happened when we were at, I forgot what strip club we were at. But he was there, and I'm like, oh, that's the same guy. And he had a girl just behind him, just like rubbing his shoulders, like almost the entire time.
Like a random girl, the stripper.
She wasn't a stripper. She was not a stripper.
Okay.
She was fully clothed.
Wow. As long as he's not moving like Ben Deshaun Watson, the Don. Jesus.
Deshaun the Don.
Yeah.
Mucho, you're hilarious.
So he was in the back of the strip club, like rolling a blunt with like his stats beside him, but like this like girl is like rubbing the hell out of his shoulders. I'm like,
Now, that's a
do
fire
these
photo
girls?
to frame in your
I was
crib.
just gonna say.
I was like, do these girls just like? I'm like, I don't know if she's paid or if she's just maybe
3 times?
Every time I've seen him on 3 occasions in the club. I never
What?
met him, never spoken to him, but I've recognized his face. I've seen him in the club. He's getting a massage in the middle of the section.
That
Hey
nigga
man,
can't
when
wait
you
to
own
go. Yeah.
when you own Kylie Jenner's Rolls Royce, that'll get you a lot of stuff.
Oh, is that what he owns? Kylie Jenner's Rolls? What he bought it?
He has Benedon has his baby blue
Oh.
Wraith. And he bought it from Kylie.
Shout out to you for tracing that, because I saw him
Interesting.
post that. I'm like, how'd you get that?
He said it that like
Oh.
Travis bought it for Kylie and he bought it from Kylie.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
gotcha.
wow. I didn't know that.
So it must be nice. Probably Prize Picks is hitting crazy.
Yeah. So whatever. He was there in the club. So whatever. We're in the back now. And they're kind of like, we're just chilling, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yo, we're going to do one more walk of this club. If we can't find any niggas to throw money with, we're going. So whatever. I walk around and I see the same guys who had like stacks. And they're making it rain in their
Yeah.
sections. Like boom, boom. There were other guys making it rain, but they were white guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to go make it rain with white guys. I don't want to do that.
Frick yeah.
Anyway,
Making it snow, bro.
so the same guys who I
Making it
passed,
snow, bud.
they're throwing money, right? So I'm kind of like looking over, da-da-da. And when the guy looks at me, he was like, do you want to throw? And I was like,
I thought you'd never ask.
literally. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. So he hands me like a stack. And I don't know what I tried to do the first time, but I just like, so he hands me the money. The stripper walks over to me and she starts twerking like in front of me. And I just threw the money and just like douche, like just hit her. Like it didn't fit bad or nothing. And he was like, oh my God, no. So he hands me more money and he's like, yo, fan it and then flick it up.
Yeah, you
He
have
was
to flick.
teaching you.
Yes. Because I was kind of just like tossing. He's like, no. He's like, you got it. He's like, hold it.
You have to
He was
flick
like,
it.
fan it and flick it. And I was like, okay. So I'm there out
So
with
it
this
can
guy.
fall in
so
a
it
more,
falls like, yeah, like kind of like light, like
Precipitatious motion.
Wow.
butterflies. Yes.
There's
So
etiquette to
I'm
it.
now like taking the
Oh,
money.
yeah, I like that
we
word.
had like a whole like machine thing going. It's like, take the money, fan, throw. Take the money, fan, throw. So me and him are making it rain in here now. So now we got like 4 strippers. So I have 2, he has 2. Just like going hard.
Have you ever seen that video with Rich
Rich
the
the Kid and
Kid and Takeoff?
Man.
Yo, me and him are locked
That was
in.
me. I was Rich the Kid.
I
No,
love that. Yeah.
Was that Rich the Kid? Throwing it like that?
Yeah, he's
I
like
was-
throwing it in clumps,
Yes,
and
that
then
was,
Takeoff
I was
is
Rich
like,
the
bro.
Kid. Yes, no, I was Rich the Kid just throwing like
I love
clumps
that.
of money.
You
Now
got there way
pause.
quicker
Yeah.
than me. That's funny.
Now
That's
pause
funny,
this
man.
real quick. Now, Mucho, you're hearing this, the movie that she's got going on.
Movie.
Now, what do you think you are gonna do in there? You paid your 100 to get in. You're already scratching your head off of that. Now you're looking over there, and Zoe has 4 strippers with guys with a bunch of stacks throwing money in the air.
Mhm.
How much do you think you could throw to even get a stripper to look your way?
Okay, so real quick, this is Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday
So we
night.
still have
Art Basel weekend.
So we still have potentially two more days.
Potentially Sunday, Monday, yes.
So, like, I think quick in these situations, and this is why I wanted to bring up the strip club etiquette video, but I'll just do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
What I would do is I would only be in that club for 15 minutes. I'd pay 150, whatever, and then maybe be in there for 30 minutes. That's it. I'd go in there, get another 50 USD, 75 USD, come all ones. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't be that high.
Listen.
75 USD
It's
is
not-
that.
yeah.
75-1.
It's
That's
not-
about
I'm
this.
gonna make it look like that. I'm gonna make it look like that.
How?
I'm gonna have them in my pocket like this, like yo, you mind if I throw a couple? And then be like,
Wait.
no.
Mucho,
Facts.
hold on. Mucho, paint this picture. You have your one sticking out your pocket. You're
Yeah.
gonna walk beside the guys holding their money like this
Facts.
and be like, "Do you mind if I throw a couple?"
I won't say it. But the
Do you know how insane you would
no,
look?
no. Listen. I'm gonna
You
because
mind if I throw my stack?
Yo, so you're rude.
I don't know those guys, but I know Zoe.
Okay.
Oh,
Right?
So you're gonna try to.
So I go in with
I
Zoe.
see where you're going.
I go in with Zoe, and then while they're doing that shit,
You drop 2.
yeah, I mean, like I drop like you could make it rain for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, literally, I was
You
gonna
know
say
what I
make me
mean?
30
You could
seconds.
make it rain for 30 seconds with 50. You know what I mean? Just bam, 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 bam. Yo, what's up, fam? You good? Okay, bless. Oh, you got hers already? Okay, link up. I'll see you next time. Bam, bam, bam. Throw another 25. Hopefully see them Sunday, Monday. That's it.
See?
And then when I see them next time, they're like, oh shit, I remember you. It was lit. Bam,
Made a
bam,
great
bam.
impression.
That's it. All I'm trying to do is make a good impression on the strippers and money throwers. That's it. If it's the first day.
Let me tell you something, big man. What you just described, neither of those 2 people that you're trying to impress will be impressed.
Damn.
It's not. I see what you're trying to do.
You don't think I can pull that off?
That is not gonna work.
Yeah,
Not in
'cause,
this
like,
scenario, bro.
I feel you, and
It's
I've
not
never
gonna
been
work.
at that level of strip club. I've told you guys before.
You could do that here.
I've done it. I've done it even in Atlanta, right? But that when I was in Atlanta, it was more. I was really trying to make a good impression on the strippers.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was trying to go in there, throw 50 in like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And just like, 10 at a time.
10 at a time is crazy.
10 at a time.
You can't even fan 10. You have to fan at least like 30.
Listen. You can make it rain if you're smart. These guys aren't smart. They're
Well,
trying
they
to make,
had like 10K.
They're trying to make a hurricane. I can make it drizzle.
Economical precipitation.
It's
drip.
no problem.
You can make it
But
drip.
niggas try to
Make it drizzle
niggas
crazy.
niggas try to stretch 150 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
If you do it in 30 minutes, make a good impression and leave, you are blessed.
30
funny
might
logic,
even still
yeah.
be.
You are actually blessed.
But the thing with that situation, why I don't necessarily know if what you're saying would make sense, because I don't think the ROI on that is conducive for you.
Look at it like this.
You paid 100 to get in there to throw another 100 for 30 minutes and leave.
But you're saying if I'm already in there, because that's the sunk cost fallacy. I already paid. Fuck it. Once I'm in there, fuck it, I'm here.
But you want to make the best.
You want to make the best impression.
You want to.
If it's the last night, fuck it, I'm leaving.
No, you
If it's
want
the first
to
night-
make the most of the 100 that you just paid to get in here, though. I don't think you're leaving. You just lined up for 45 minutes, paid 100 at the door to get in. You're gonna leave in 20 minutes? No way.
I'm leaving in 30 minutes. Yeah. Cause what am I doing? I don't want to stick around and be the annoying nigga. I want to, hey man, like I'm trying to tee up, be cool with everybody, throw some for a little bit, then cut.
You're better off after you throw that. Try to do some sort of networking that you could stay in there for a reason or something.
You know what? You right.
Get your money's worth.
You know what? You right. You got to network the right way, then throw it at the right time.
That can
There we
stretch
go.
your time.
There we
out.
go. Yeah,
That can
that's
stretch
what I'm
the-
getting.
That
at.
can stretch the time.
But
out.
the throwing amount of time is still 30 minutes. max.
Yeah, it's a
Then-
tough.
Then
it's a-
out. Then
That's
out.
a tough place to compete.
Yeah, but shout
all
out to
I'm
you, Zoe.
saying.
You played it perfectly.
Yeah. So, anyways, and also I didn't realize like how the stripper, like to strip club etiquette, I didn't realize that strippers stand on their money. Like that's a thing. So if you're making it rain and a stripper's twerking on you, she stands on her money to know like that's hers. So if another stripper comes to try to twerk on you, they're beefing. That's the thing. Like they stand on their money and they'll sweep it and they'll get like security or whoever, I don't know, maintenance come pick up their money. But like that is like if she's there and she's twerking on you making it rain, that's her money.
So it's
Yeah.
like a territorial kind of thing?
It's very, and I didn't realize how like territorial it was because like if I'm making it rain with her and she's standing over her money and she walks away for a sec and now Shorty comes and stands on her money, they're
But
beefing.
that's why.
They're
That's
fighting.
why usually a lot of strippers will have like a dancing partner where it's two of them, so they can like
Oh,
interchange
shit.
and like this money that we're making now is ours.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I could move over and you're gonna protect it, and you could go and I'll protect it, and
Yeah,
type stuff.
yeah. So that was happening. But regardless, and honestly, like, and I kind of understand, maybe not fully, but some BBLs are done tastefully. Because one girl who I had, I guess I say who I had, that sounds so problematic.
Who I experienced.
One girl who I was throwing money and she was dancing on me. And these girls were ass naked, by the way. It's kind of throwing me off. Like, your coochie's on my denim dress, but I'm gonna let it slide. She was twerking on me, whatever. And she like looked at me to like smack. And I was like, oh my God. So I like smacked her ass and I was like, oh my God, it's so soft. Now like smacked again and I was like, hold on. Like now I kind of understand why men kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this little design here.
Right.
Like it was a very soft booty. Like I was like just shocked.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of American women are fat,
Okay.
right? So
My
they,
God.
they
What
get
is your
the,
problem?
they get the best fat transfers because they take it from real
Honestly,
real parts of their body that already has a lot of fat and then puts it in their butt.
you might have a point there.
That's why it
because
feels
that was
soft,
good
yeah.
grade fat.
American women have the best BBLs.
Yeah, they do.
That was good grade fat in there. It was soft. It was moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you
Like,
look at her belly button and it's stretched out.
Yeah, the steel belly or the bulletproof bellies.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
Bulletproof
It looks
belly,
like-
belly.
Yeah, I don't like
Like the
them.
belly buttons look like, you know, on the Weather Network when they show you a hurricane's coming, and it's like the wind.
That's a
tunnel.
wild analogy. I can see it now.
Yeah.
That
It
you
looked
brought it
like the eye of Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like a BBL belly.
Oh,
Sometimes
my God.
the
up. Instead of
they,
BBL looks like Hurricane Katrina. That's crazy.
yes,
Yeah,
those
look-
like the BBL belly. They look like they're bulletproof. Like their belly buttons look
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Like
Teflon
It looks
belly
burnt.
buttons.
it looks weird, man. It looks
Yeah.
very
Kevlar
weird.
belly buttons.
Yes.
Damn.
But shout out to the good BBLs though.
Yeah.
So you
But
experienced a good
regardless,
one?
yeah,
Good
have
doctors.
fun.
Some of those strippers were sneaky talented, though. I
Yeah.
will say that.
Tresor
There
found
was-
one. Tresor was like, see, she's the type I'd want to save.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
hell
bro,
yeah.
she was walking around like she looked like this girl looked like this was your first day doing this, you know?
Oh,
I was
she's
like, you know, this
innocent?
looks like a nice girl who, you know, might have fallen on hard times and she's walking around. And then the music drop, I think it was like Dreams and Nightmares or something. The music drop, hold on, wait a minute. And the way this girl flipped and twisted and climbed up I was like, whoa, like that came out of nowhere.
So it
bro.
wasn't her first day.
No, because
That
he was
was
like, he was like,
definitely-
see, he was, look at her. I'd want to save her. Look, this is her first night.
It's like
And all of a
finding out-
sudden, she was like, hoo, 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 hoo. And Tresor was like, never mind.
Grabbed it like by her legs, dropped down, grabbed it by her legs again. I was like, yo, I don't like that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that stripping is dangerous. They're literally swinging off the ceilings with no harnesses or nothing, just the BBL to catch their fall. So I don't know what, like,
Yeah.
that's crazy, bro.
They got cushion.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Core strength for strippers is probably out of this world.
yeah. And then, Saturday was good. Booby trap was great. Threw money, whatever. Sunday, we were chilling. What did we do Sunday? I don't remember. Sunday, it was Jerkin Jollof. Jerkin Jollof was good. It was packed in there. Uncle Waffles
Dumb
DJ'd.
packed.
It was
like
packed.
you can't, like there were so many sections that you can't even walk through the crowd.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like you have to walk through sections. It was that one low key, like it was a good party, but I was getting kind of annoyed because it was so packed.
So
He's always
rammed.
running around with the camera, like
Yeah, I
doing-
was doing their social media. So I was like
Oh
running
wow.
around with the camera all night, like
Yeah.
recording people and getting DJs. Like I'm like I'm media.
Yeah. I
I'm
love
like
that.
standing like
You have a
'cause I had
lanyard?
No, I wish I
to
no
sit-
did.
I was
credentials.
standing outside, like the party's kind of almost inside, and there's like an outside patio-ish big part.
Yeah.
And I'm standing in the corner chilling, and there's like a guy in like a Canadian tuxedo and a bucket hat talking to this other like smaller girl, like literally right over my shoulder. And I look and I'm like, oh, like it's Chance the Rapper and that girl from Power 105, like one of those DJ girls. And they were
Oh,
there
wow.
talking for like 10 minutes left. There's like you
Jake Critch's
sneakily
fine ass was
saw
in there.
a couple people.
Wait, so
Ooh.
Chance was there?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
there.
and Jay Critch
Him
was
and
there.
his brother.
Them niggas look the same.
They
Taylor?
look carbon copy. Yeah.
Jay Critch was standing right in the middle of the
YG
party.
Marley was there too.
Oh,
Mm.
There was a few
Hold
people.
up. Zoe wants to let it be known that Jake Rich.
Fine ass was standing right in the middle of that party.
what?
Right in the middle. Right dead in the middle section, standing on the couch. He was the tallest nigga in the room. Oh, looking like $1 million.
See,
What
another
song
light
does he
skin.
have?
This is not a
Huh?
another light skin. This
Don't
is
do
not a
that
surprise.
because I love all men, black men of all
Love all-
shades. Jay Critch is a good looking
Wait,
man.
what? Say that again.
There, one more time.
I love all black men of all shades.
So you love Jay Critch?
Is he black? I don't think so. He's mixed.
No.
Is he mixed?
Jake Rich is he's just
What is he,
black.
He's light skin.
Yeah, ain't,
No.
ain't no
No,
white
black.
man
Light
there.
skin,
Ain't
like
no
what
white
I
man.
call light
He
skin.
looks like he's like half
He's
like
half
white
white.
Latina.
He's half white.
Or something
half
like he
black.
has something type of not black in him for sure.
What's his song?
I don't know, but regardless, he was in there. So yeah, Drinking Jollof was good.
Why do I know him?
Jake
He
Rich
had a
fashion.
few-
Fashion.
Okay.
He had a few
Yeah.
like low key.
So then,
Did it again too. Yeah.
Yeah.
and not to
Did It
before we
Again
go
was a
into
big-
our
a big
Apple
song.
Replay and Spotify.
Oh boy.
So we were gonna leave Monday. Monday we were like, yeah. Sunday night we were like, yeah, we should move our flight. Like, let's see what we can get. We went to check in. They were actually offering people to move their flights because Monday was so overbooked. So we said, let's just do it. Let's just fly out Tuesday morning, which is why I'm here fighting for my life currently.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So Monday we're like, okay, let's go with a bang. You know, let's see some art. Let's go to the beach. Let's get some good food. You know, blah blah blah. Let's go out tonight. So we went. We did all that stuff. We did the art. We went to get food. We chilled. Blah blah blah. Night came around. We went to this place called Saucy Buddha. It was kind of like a very like restaurant fusion, but there was like really like loud music, hookah type thing. I wish Toronto had those. Toronto's infrastructure sucks entertainment. But regardless, they were playing a lot of
Nah,
Drake.
Toronto keep banning shisha. Good.
Anyways, they were playing a lot of Drake in there.
Oh, real.
A
real.
lot of Drake in there. So I was like, interesting. A lot of Drake's going on in this little spot. Not mad at it, but very
One
interesting.
six God worshiper.
You could see the vibes at certain parties.
Yeah.
Because one of the parties, there was a lot of Kendrick playing, like
Which
a lot
one?
of GNX.
Mustard. Oh yeah, they did that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, TV Off came on and that place
Erupted.
exploded.
I bet it.
TV off is fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a great song.
And that was the first time I ever heard like TV Off out.
Same.
And I was like, whoa,
And
the
it was-
production
it was
on
live,
the,
eh?
even
Yeah.
though just like
I can
whoever
imagine.
made the TV Off beat went crazy.
Mustard.
It's not mustard? Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
not?
yes.
I was gonna say, is it not?
I thought you were being funny.
Whatever producers helped him because he
Yeah,
didn't
for
create
sure.
it by himself. But
Yeah.
that production in a party, it's crazy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny though, because like I go out a lot and I haven't heard TV off.
Well, we're also in Toronto.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but like I understand why like Toronto DJs don't play Not Like Us. But like, and this is coming from me.
TV Off.
You can play TV off.
It's because it's because I'll tell you exactly why. It's because we're too far gone now.
I guess we are,
Now
yeah.
it's like if you support anything from California, you're anti-Toronto and anti-Drake. Especially if it's Kendrick. You can't play no Kendrick music at all, bro.
Yeah.
It's wild. But yeah, and then Monday night, they were like, oh, because we were like, we can't get into much on Monday night. We're like, what can we do on a Monday? Like, it's Monday. They're like, oh no, there's a spot called, I think it's called like Vendome. It's like their best night Monday. It's a hip hop night. And I'm like, okay, like, it can't be that lit. Like, it's Monday. What? When I tell you guys, and first of all, like I said, the booth culture in Miami is very prevalent, but it's also kind of weird because we went with like this group of guys, and then they just like left the booth. And we were like, as they're like promoters, they just like, oh, you can stay here if you want. And we were like, okay. So we just sat there, but the booth was empty. So we were like, do we stay? Like, do we go? Like, what do we do? Like, also like, what the hell? Like, we don't want to keep moving around. So these guys are like, oh, you guys can come chill with us. These guys are from the UK. They're like, oh, you can just chill with us, blah, blah, blah. Like, feel free to sit. And we're like, okay, cool. So we're in their section. And I saw the guy giving the bottle service girl like money. And it was like like it was a heavy stack. And I was like, yo, what are these guys getting? So I'm like, guys, this is gonna be a long night because that's a lot of money. So I know they're getting a lot of bottles. 5 minutes later, signs, sparklers, 2 2-liter Casamigos, 2 Don Julio 2-liter guys, 2 2-liter Casamigos, and 2 1942 Don Julios.
In the club?
Came
You know how
out in the club.
expensive that
That
is?
sounds like tuition.
2 2-liter Casamigos
Yeah.
and
That's
2
a down
1942s.
payment on a 2024
Sounds like my
Honda
tuition.
Civic.
in
Did
a
you say
night.
2-liter 1942?
No, 2-liter Casamigos.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
2 2-liter Casamigos and then 2 bottles of
Oh, yeah,
1942.
like the 750. Okay.
And I was like,
But still,
holy
Still,
shit.
yeah.
And honestly, not to shade Toronto bottle service girls, but the Miami bottle service girls are doing service.
Yeah, because they actually look like they want to be there.
Like, at one point, they were giving us shots that were like ice cold. And I'm like, yo, why are these shots so cold? They were, all the bottles where they were doing the shots on ice. You see, Toronto, I don't think I've never experienced
they
that
did
here.
a shot on. What do you mean they did a shot?
Like
on
they do, like, you know how, like, have you ever seen that video of Drake where he's like, get me a shot 1942 chilled? So what they do is they pour the bottle in a shaker over ice.
oh, they
And
were like
then-
doing that for shots?
For shots.
Oh my God.
So we were getting these like ice, but they were smooth. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
good
That's
shot.
so
And I
pretentious.
see homegirl that's like pouring 1942 and shaking it, and it's like pouring out. And I'm like, oh, she's doing it chilled at the booth. I've never seen that in
I
Toronto.
worked at a bar, and when they would ask for shit like that, people would get so like, oh, this
Yeah,
fucking guy.
yeah.
Like, yeah, that's funny that they do that for all.
Toronto,
Yeah.
they're walking out, no sign, stank face, just want to hand you the bottle in your face and walk away.
Yeah.
Here, nigga, damn.
And then these girls
And
were
then
like,
want to tip and then call you broke. You don't tip them 50%.
yeah. And the girls, like, they were really excited. They were like shaking at the booth, blah, blah, blah. They had all their drinks going. The bottle, they were coming out on each other's shoulders. For like when people were jumping like bands, they were coming out like stacked, like walking out like cheerleaders with like the sparklers and shit. I was like, damn. They had like the Canadian flag come out. There was another booth. They had like the Canadian flag, and they were playing all these drinks. Had Canadian flags all around the TV screens in the club.
Canadian flags?
Canadian flag,
And why is that?
because I guess the booth,
Those
another
guys
booth,
were
they were
Canadian.
Canadian.
Oh, okay, okay.
They said that they're from Toronto, Montreal. I didn't even recognize who they were, to be honest. But
So they're from Montreal
Maybe.
and just moved to Toronto.
who knows?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. But some people I knew were in the booth, but majority of them I didn't recognize. But yeah, they were like,
if
oh,
they're
it's
from Montreal, they're scamming.
maybe. But they had like, and they turned on Canadian flags like on like there are a lot of TVs in like the club, and
I
they had
love that.
Canadian flags on all the
Real.
TVs. They had a massive. Where they even get a Canadian flag from? They had a massive Canadian flag like come
That's
out. Like the
fire.
bottle girl had a Canadian flag
Come on
walking
now.
through the club.
Yeah.
They probably just
I was
keep
like, what?
cutting,
Yeah.
just keep a whole like
Stack of
UN
flags.
and
I love
North
that.
America
Hey,
stack
man.
of flags
I
in
was
the
like,
back.
what the
Jamaicans
hell?
are here. Bring it.
Yeah, but they played a
Welcome
lot
to
of Drake that
Jamaica.
night too. And they shouted out Toronto a lot. They shouted out Canada a lot.
Good,
they had a
good.
good dance hall set. Surprisingly, I don't know if you guys saw my story. I had like the Jamaican flags on my head. They had a dance hall set. It was actually a good night. But think about Miami clubs.
And that was literally yesterday.
That was Monday night, literally yesterday. We left the club at 4:30, and our flight was at 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had enough
God
time to
damn.
just go back to the hotel, shower, change, pack up our stuff, and then go to the airport.
Yeah.
I was about to throw up on that plane. I was fighting for my life. I fell asleep before takeoff, and I woke up with the wheels hitting Toronto YYZ. That's how out I was.
Yeah.
Out like a light.
Shout out to whoever was next to Zoe just hearing Barry.
Literally, probably. But yo, Miami's a simulation, man. Like the clubs, like they're so dark and so lit and so loud, you forget what time it is.
Yeah.
Like it's like you just disappear from the outside. Like Booby Trap, it's just dark and loud and wild in there. When I walked out and it was bright, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm in civilization.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Why am I walking out of a club at 7 a.m. and niggas are still in there? Like what? That's not normal behavior.
Hell no.
Last call doesn't exist there. Girls were coming out with the bottles at 4:30. I was like, what the
What do you
fuck?
mean by like it doesn't exist?
Is last call a thing in Miami? I don't know.
Like you can get shots
don't
at 6 in
stop.
the morning, 5 in the
people,
morning.
when people
Yeah, they
were,
don't stop.
bottle
It doesn't
girls
stop.
are walking out at 4 a.m.
That's
4 a.m. pumping up Casamigos bottles in the air with sparklers at 4 in the morning.
Have you ever experienced that, Clyde?
No, but I've heard of 4 a.m. last call, and that's the craziest thing that we have
No.
here. So like,
Nah, like you could. I mean, even here you
Like
could go
the
to some place.
afties,
Yeah.
maybe. But
Yeah.
not
I'm
like,
not
not like
No.
the actual party.
Not an actual party.
Guys,
yeah.
Booby Trap, we left at like 6:30 in the morning and it was still booming in there. Like I was confused as to why people are not realizing it is 6:30 in the morning and why this club is still going. And like I said, you walk in there, it's just dark. It's a whole different universe. It's so loud you can't even talk to each other. We have to text each other because it's so loud.
Till then.
Yes. And then
Like
you walk out.
there's no inclination that things are dying down.
No, that's the part. Like, yo, what time is it? Because mans are not leaving. That's what throwing me off. I'm like, usually you see men leave the club.
You see
Let's
it
get
clear
empty.
out.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
You never know when it's time to watch the party die.
No, it's just, I'm telling you, Miami's a simulation, man. Stressing me the hell out. What the hell?
As a woman, guys, remember this. Don't go, because there were a couple moments on. Because this is the first time the rest of the people I came with were in Miami, so I think there was a couple moments that certain people had unrealistic expectations. I'll say of how things go. And there were definitely a couple moments where it's like I just sat back and it's like, you gotta let people experience things for yourself, right? It's like I already know what's gonna happen. You don't know, but you need to experience for yourself to learn.
You're gonna learn today. Yeah.
So you're gonna learn what's about to happen when you think that you're about to go to this girl and say what you're about to say to her, right? Like this particular person, what you're trying to get off and you think is gonna work, I'm gonna let you say it and you can see what she says back to you.
That's
so you can
beautiful.
learn.
You're seeing character being built in real time.
Yeah. So there was definitely a couple moments where it's like, it was less, like, I probably could have, not even probably could have, it could have been a bit more lit, but I think those moments were character building moments. Cause I would then sit back and tell them, I'll be like,
this is your nigga's first time. This is the rookie season. You better work.
Cause then I would sit back and tell them like, yo, you see what just happened right now?
Right.
This isn't gonna work. You feel me? So what are we gonna do to make this not happen again? All right? Like, what's the plan from now on to make sure that you don't put yourself in that position again? Right? It was basically a we need to get more money life lesson motivator.
Oh, hell yeah.
That I was pointing out for a lot of those times.
Yeah.
It's like, you see how they just left us and went to booby trap?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do to make sure that doesn't happen? Because I don't know if you were expecting, because I don't know if you were expecting that 4 random guys were gonna get into the most booming strip club for free, and drink for free, in a booth with people you don't know.
Yes.
But what are we gonna do to make sure that this doesn't happen again? Yeah, man, we need to get more money. Exactly. This is what you need to do, and places like Miami will show you that.
That's inspiration,
especially if you're not, like I said. But I was saying it off camera how I'm not like I don't like going to motionless events.
Yeah,
and not events that like they have no motion. It's events where like I don't have motion in this event where it's like, sure, I'm getting in, or maybe I can even get in for free, but now I'm in here and like I have nothing.
Yeah,
you feel me? I have no property.
No tangibles.
Nothing. I have no tangibles right now. You feel me? And sometimes I feel like guys forget that you kind of have to like, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know your place. You got to know like, I don't really know these guys, but sure, like they're cool with someone I know. So I'm going to stand here, but I'm not doing too much. I'm not about to be grabbing at the bottle. I'm not trying to bring people over here and do, you got to hold your spot, do your thing, certain things like that. And I just don't like being in those situations where it's like, sometimes it's like, I'd rather just not go than be in there and standing like aimlessly. You feel me? Like
you got to make that tough call sometimes. That's why you're a good person having a party, man. Like, you know how to fit in.
Like I know how it
goes.
goes. And it's funny because sometimes I think men also will get too big for their boots to where sometimes, and you have to learn this as a guy and you only learn it through experience, where sometimes just because you can pull something off, it's not necessary. That doesn't mean that you should, because the after effects of it aren't gonna be like, the ROI is not there. And I'll give you an example. So one of my homies like knew a girl that was out there, and he's like, oh yeah, I know this girl, like she's like trying to link and she has like some friends and they all want to kick it in, whatever. And he's showing us the girl and he's showing us the friends. I'm like, yo, like, I know that girl. Like, I know one of the friends. I'm like, bro, if you bring these girls anywhere, your bank account is going to be in the negatives for the next 6 months, bro. just because they want to link,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea because like you gotta know what these types of girls are expecting from you. Like you can't the stuff that would impress like the hood chick from around the way that no dude has ever gave them nothing.
You're right.
It's not gonna work with these Miami girls. You feel me? And you're trying to run the Rexdale game on the Miami.
Oh, not too much on Rexdale.
It's not gonna work.
Listen,
You're gonna learn
Rexdale's
today.
not coming with that stack.
Yeah.
They're not holding it like this.
they're
You're not
not holding
cradling
it
it like a
like
football.
this.
Yeah.
And to be
They
honest,
might swipe, but they're not holding it like
even
this.
the guys
Character
who were
building.
holding the stocks, you're right. Maybe he could have lied. Maybe he didn't do illustration for that brand. Who knows? But he had money.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah, that's the
money.
thing.
Him and
Dudes-
his homie had the bands.
Dudes, a lot of people are like scammers aren't really just like scamming and just being openly like telling people, yeah, I'm a scammer. Or he very well could have helped with the illustration for that brand, but that isn't necessarily tied to the money he has. That's just what
That's true.
he's saying.
But
you
I
feel
feel
me?
like
Paperwork.
if you design something for a brand, you would get a bag from it. Especially if it's as notable as what I'm talking about.
yeah, it depends. Depends
Yeah.
on the situation.
That's true. But I mean, regardless, and also before we move on,
Y'all had a
'cause-
slice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Before we move on, because we need to move on.
Yeah.
The thing I was talking about with men who don't know how to just like banter in real time and move on. Example one: the guys in the strip club that we met were cool. We met them. They gave us some money. We chatted it up. We threw money in the thing in the club, whatever. We went out to like eat. All of us as a group. We ended up seeing them. It was cool. Went their own way. Haven't heard from them. The one guy that I met maybe like the Friday night. Cool. We're just chatting on some cool shit. Exchanged info, whatever. He was messaging me, but I just stopped answering. So I'm like, I'm not interested. I don't. So I wasn't answering him really, but he was just like consistently texting me. I would maybe answer every like 4 texts that he sent me, and I was dry. Like, I'm sleeping or like I'm going out later. Like I wouldn't tell him where I was going, So I was really dodging him. But he would just pop up. Like everywhere that I was, like, he would pop up. And I was like, okay, I get these are very like known events, but like, why are you at every event that I'm at? So the last night that I was there, I told him, or no, I didn't tell him anything, but I told him I was leaving on Monday when I first met him at that party. I didn't tell him that I was extending my flight until Tuesday. But he was trying to hit me like, oh, you saw Miami, rate. Didn't really answer. And I was like, oh, look, I'm just chilling today. That's all I said. He was messaging me back, didn't answer. Why was this nigga behind me at the club on Monday night?
Meant to be.
No. And also, don't post up behind me like you know me. Like you're scaring the other niggas away.
He a fan.
What?
He a fan.
I was so, even my friend was like, yo, is that not the, I turned around my jaw. I was like, oh, wow. He was standing there posting behind with his arms crossed. I was like, are you okay?
Yo,
Like, are you okay? You are not my man. I do not know you. Do not post up behind me in the club. Move.
I agree.
Move.
I agree.
a lot of things.
Men are
do.
weird, man.
And like
Men are weird.
Maybe it worked for him like another time or something like that, like the borderline stuff.
You can't just keep with niggas anymore.
Actually, I'm right behind you. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just,
Like it felt like, you know what, like
bruh.
you know what, like you're with like you're in a relationship and maybe like you're not answering. Your man knows that you're like at a club and you're not answering and he pulls up. That's what it felt like.
I don't know what that's like.
Guys have done that. I've seen guys.
Where are
do
you?
guys
that.
have done that, but
I'm at home, just putting like my face mask on. Yeah, turn around. Like,
Yeah, that's what it
he was
felt
doing
like.
that to you.
That's what it felt like.
Low key, that's what Bow Wow did in that one video.
Which one?
The one with the long course.
Yeah, like you.
No, the one with Omarion.
Oh, my bad. You're right.
Yeah,
Let me hold
that
you.
one.
Let me
Oh.
hold you.
That one. That one.
Imagine the beginning of the video, right? Where
Yeah.
Bow was on the phone, like he's talking to Shorty.
Yo, that's where I learned.
Yeah,
about
Shorty's
that.
getting ready, and then he's talking to Shorty, and then she's like, I don't know if I want to go out, maybe not. And Bow's like, yeah, I think you should come out. And he's like, yo, open your door. And then Bow just pulls up.
Ew. Yeah, and but I don't mind giving guys my info, like especially like if it's my Instagram, whatever. Instagram's open. Anyone can find my Instagram if they really try. So to me, I'm like, yeah, sure, take my Instagram. It's cool. But it's like, yo, don't ever ring my phone and don't call me. When niggas I don't know call me on Instagram, I'm like, bro, what?
Calling on Instagram.
Calling my phone
That's
like
strange.
to talk in real time? Don't ever do that if I don't know you. Do not ever do that. Men are, I'll tell you, you can't just bend to a man one time and just go about your business. They love to drag it. Man tapped me on the shoulder and I was like, what the fuck? Nigga, what? Move. Like, what?
But
And have some shame. I'm with other people.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tap me on the shoulder for like,
Because
what?
you would respect them more if you played it cool the whole night.
Yeah.
No.
And also, I don't know you. I don't know you.
Yeah.
We had a conversation once for like 2 minutes that night or 2 nights before.
Yeah.
but let me play Angel's advocate here.
Oh God.
Angels, not devils.
Once again, I feel like this whole situation changes if you actually like him.
True.
And it changes if, like, I feel like girls will feel the opposite if a dude has too many options and is too nonchalant. Like, girls, like, y'all want a guy that shows interest in you and does all that. And if you liked that guy from the beginning, you'd be like, oh my God, I just kept seeing him everywhere. It was fate. And I can't believe I ran into you again and again and again.
No, because if I liked you and I was actually interested, I would have told you I'm gonna be here tonight. Pull up.
That's fair.
Nigga, if I'm not telling you where I'm going, if I'm not answering your messages anymore, nigga, get the hint.
Yeah, but doing the whole "I'm behind you" demonstrates a lack of motion. You know, like it's just not
Yeah.
like it.
You
You,
gotta
wouldn't
let
be
her-
doing that if
You gotta
know,
let her see you with other girls across the park.
Yeah, you know, like you're not.
And I would have been
playing-
like, more power to you, brother.
You know what I'm curious of what you heard the past weekend? Like, booby trap, we need a business office.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear that at all?
The song.
yeah, did they stop that part in the song and play it like 3 times?
No,
No, that's a
I
crime.
don't think so.
That's a crime. That should have been played.
But they have, like, at Booby Trap, they have bars from different rap songs
Mhm.
that artists say,
Yeah.
like on the outside. So they had like a bar by Future, one from A Boogie, one from Drake, one from I think Lotto, something like that. Yeah. So like anytime they're mentioning a rap song, they have like neon signs with like the bar and like who said it.
All right. So speaking of these artists, what was your Spotify Wrapped or Apple
Oh
Replay?
dear
say?
God, thank you for
what
the
was-
segue.
Looking for the segue for 25 minutes.
My Apple replay was
Yeah.
very embarrassing.
By the way, guys, I haven't checked mine yet.
Okay.
Mucho
I'll
was
keep
Shout out to
my-
Mucho for like literally leaving his until the recording.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get a live reaction.
I'll keep mine very short and sweet. My number one listened to artist. Oh, how do you even find? Can you still find it? Is it still available?
You're on Spotify Wrapped or
No,
Apple
I'm on
Replay?
Apple.
If you Google Apple Replay, it'll be the first.
Oh no,
thing
here it
that
is.
pops up.
Okay, so my top listened to
We
artist
gonna be a
was Drake.
Okay.
No, my top 5 artists were Drake, Meg Thee Stallion, Future, 21 Savage, and Vibes Cartel.
Number 2 was Meg Thee Stallion.
Megan 2 was Meg Thee Stallion
Damn.
because I told you guys because when she dropped her deluxe,
Yeah, you did say
I
this.
liked it
Yeah,
a
you
lot.
did say
I
that.
ran it a lot in the gym. I ran it,
Yeah.
but Drake is number 1 with 2,700 minutes.
Okay.
Megan is number 2 with 720 minutes.
Wow! By a landslide.
Zoe is
landslide. You're looking like Trump this last election.
Yo, I
That's
can't
crazy.
lie. They call me OVO Mucho. It might be OVO Zoe. It
what
might-
I think it is like Zoe's a rinser.
I am a rinser. I
Like
am.
she
You get
will just
addicted to
listen to the
Yeah.
same things over and over and
Yeah.
over and over
Yeah,
and over.
I am.
Like some people are like that and some people aren't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really like I want to listen to a wide variety.
Mhm.
So when I rinse something, it's crazy. But that
That is crazy. And
Yeah.
I want to hear yours, but
Yeah.
apart from your artist, like let's all hear like our top 5 songs
Yeah.
too.
Top 5 songs
songs.
were Judgment by Nige Boy. Like Gabrielle Holarsa, the dance on
Oh.
Twisted.
Oh, yeah.
That one, 'cause I ran that one. and I also, yeah.
That's your number one?
Number one song. So I
Holy
ran
shit.
that from like when I was in Jamaica in April, like through the whole summer.
Okay.
Okay.
Judgment was number 1. Wanna Be Meg Thee Stallion Glorilla number 2.
I've never heard that
Weekend
song.
by Chronic Law, Not Nice. Like boop,
Domingo
boop.
Ganu, he get
Yeah,
boop,
no.
boop.
Yeah. Boop,
That's a
boop.
big
Yeah, that
bang.
one.
Yeah.
Number 3, Back Outside, Lotto and Anacia was number 4, and TJF was number 5.
It's 7.
TGIF. That song was fairly new.
Yeah, that means
It's
she.
7 p.m. Friday.
Yeah, that means she
Is it?
rinsed it for
That's
6
in like
months.
the last 4 months.
It came on in the
No,
summer though,
no, no,
right?
no,
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 it came
no,
on the
no,
summer
no,
for
no.
sure. Yo, it
No.
was before the summer. It was a summer
It was like
anthem.
May.
TGIF.
That's
It
interesting
dropped in
that-
like
Yeah.
May. Yeah.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. Yeah, that came out in the summer.
Like right before summer started.
Yeah.
Drake was your number 1. You don't have one song in your top 5. By the way.
No.
That's interesting.
So how
Right.
does that make sense?
It
No,
doesn't.
it
but
does.
it-
It does. It does. It just
It
means
d-
it's a bunch of songs.
Just like the
Yeah,
projects?
exactly.
Yeah.
My top album was Meg Act 2.
Albums.
Her Loss. was number 2. I'm never letting go of her loss. Party Next Door 4 was number 3.
Great album, by the way. Slept on.
We Don't Trust
It's a
You
grower.
was number 4.
Grower for sure.
And surprisingly, Why Did I Have GNX is number 5.
Oh wow.
GNX was your
GNX?
top 5 most
This
listened
doesn't
to
make
album.
sense to me.
To me, that sounds like you're not an album listener.
I'm not though. No, this year, not a lot of albums caught me.
Yeah.
And just so we fact checked, TGIF came out June 21st.
But I listened
June 21st.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wow.
But I listened to GNX quite a bit to obviously prepare for pod. So like I was running through different songs or whatever.
Sure.
But yeah. Top artist by month. Every top artist every month was Drake except for October, which was Meg Thee Stallion.
wow.
But I don't know if you
His
guys can
birthday
see.
month.
I know his
Yo,
birthday month.
guys.
I jumped shit.
I mean, either we can snapshot it or take.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know if you-
crazy.
people-
That's a
that
crazy
is an
visual.
insane
Holy
picture.
shit.
That's
Yes.
a crazy visual.
Every single month is Drake except for October.
Yeah, he has
That's
a
crazy.
monopoly on your
Yeah.
Apple Replay.
He did 4 times the runner-up in my top artists. He had 2,700 minutes and Meg had 700.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's it. That's my top. I have my top playlist like Chris Brown, Future, 2000s dancehall, 90s R&B, 2000s hip hop.
Okay.
That's it.
So
How many minutes? Oh, sorry. How many minutes you listen to music? That's a no. How many minutes in total?
that's a good.
Because
shows.
some people are crazy.
I haven't checked yet, so I don't know.
Mine was like 22,000, which I think is okay.
To me,
Mine was 30
22,000 minutes?
Yeah.
to
Mine
me
was
that's a
30
little low.
You think it's low?
I think it's a little low.
Mine's way higher than that.
How much
Yeah.
is yours?
Okay. Well, I mean, I might as well. I do mine too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says I listened for 34,281 minutes this year. That puts me in the top 9% of listeners worldwide.
Okay.
If these are your main methods of consumption of music, like
Yeah.
then that's like yours is fairly like a little bit below average. I feel like yours is around average.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, my number one song was "Getting With Me" by Bossman D-Lo. But the funny part is, because I have Spotify, it says I was in the top 0.01% of
Holy
listeners
shit.
globally for this song.
Wow.
Just so y'all know,
And
I
I'm
wasn't
the
faking.
rinser?
This was a banger.
This is like a very popular song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very popular song, but you got, and this is documented.
Mhm.
Look how long ago I've been talking about this song since Grammy week this year. That's like February.
Yeah.
I've been talking about Bossman D-Lo
That was almost a year ago.
Yeah,
for
you have.
a
You've-
long
you've-
time, and I've been bumping this song since. Then okay, so my top 5 songs is "Getting With Me," for sure.
For sure.
Mr. Pot
You're
Scrape.
also very ahead
I was
of
very
the,
early on for
the
sure.
sexy
as well.
drill wave.
Yeah, yes, you were. Yeah.
Number 3 is Mr. Potscaper. Number 4 is the same song as Zoie, Weekend, not Licensed Chronic's Law. And my number 5 was Baychester by Capella Gray. I rinsed that song. a
Shout
lot.
out to Capella Gray. Yeah.
Baychester by
Baychester.
Capella Gray.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
It was like the free codes flip. Feel like money in the air. Step us outside the town, feel like Bel Air.
I can't lie. I don't know the
Crazy,
song
bro.
either, but Capella Gray,
Joking.
we need you on the pod, but soon.
Word. What else did I have to say? My top 5
Just do
artists?
top 5 songs, top 5
I don't
artists,
think
top 5
Spotify
albums.
gives you albums.
They don't do
It
albums.
It doesn't do albums, but it does
So
songs.
just do top
My
5
top
artists.
5 artists, I'll do, top 5 artists is Bossman D-Lo, Gunna,
Bossman Dillo's number 1.
number 1.
That's yo,
What?
Number 1.
That's crazy.
Mr. Beat the Road was an amazing mixtape. You listen to it in the gym, you listen to it
Track
in the
facts.
car.
Project Wham.
Project Wham
Come
was
on.
inspired by Mr. Beat the Road.
Right.
Mr. Beat the Road hit that whole project fire.
I have a hot take, like real quick before we get to anybody else's. Like, if your top 5, top 10, whatever, from artists, songs, artists, albums, whatever, if that was mostly R&B, you didn't hit the gym enough this year.
That's
I
fair.
hear that.
You just
Yeah.
did
If
it.
your
I
top,
hear
sorry,
that.
repeat that. If your top,
If your top 5 from any of those categories was R&B, like all R&B,
You're
you,
too calm.
you
Oh,
did
mine
not hit
It
the
didn't
gym
work
enough.
out. You can't work out time.
You
Yeah.
need a little bit more.
Yeah.
time.
I'll round
You're
it
not
out.
hitting Reformer Pilates to Summer Walker.
no.
Yeah. My number 4 was Future. My number 5 was Drake.
5?
Actually-
Drake was 5?
Yeah.
Damn.
I listened to Her Loss a lot, I'll say.
How
this
many
year.
minutes did you listen to?
34,000.
Word.
For
okay.
Drake?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Spotify
total.
doesn't show you
In
minutes
total.
either. But I've also noticed
Yeah,
Gunna,
show you.
no, not per
Oh yeah,
artist.
just in general. Yeah.
Gunna is always in my top 5. Always.
Yeah.
Gunna is very
He
consistent.
fell off this year?
No, he's number 2.
Oh, number 2. My bad. Okay.
And Gunna, Drake, and Future are actually low-key always in my top 5.
Yeah, for the past 4 or 5 years, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Future and Drake are always in my top 5.
But Future, for me, I think Future was the gym a lot too, because we what's his project? I Never Liked You has a lot of gym bangers.
Yeah.
I'm
We were
that
bumping
ni-
that last week
I'm
after the
that
pod.
nigga.
Yeah, I'm that
That's why we'll
nigga.
have you on
712.
crack.
And Gunna,
So stupid.
and I think Gunna might be the most, I'll say, probably outside of Drake,
Yeah.
Gunna might be the most like versatile
I hear what you
artist in the way that like you can play Gunna's music anywhere. You can play it at a party, you can play it when you want to chill, you can play it in the car, you can play it at a
Wow.
workout.
That's a fact.
Like, and it doesn't depend on the song. You could just throw on a Gunna playlist in any setting and it works.
Bruh, Gunna won't scare the hoes.
Exactly.
It'll make them happy for real.
Yeah, girls love Gunna.
Yeah.
Girls
You could-
love Gunna's music.
At the gym, with the man them in the whip, with your girl in the whip, like on a breezy day, like on a beach or
vacations.
something. Yeah. Wow. You're right.
It does.
Gunna's it's got a deep back.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
All right, who's going next? What happened with you go last since he hasn't seen his at all?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah.
I'll go. I'm always embarrassed about mine because I listen to old ass fucking music.
Yeah, let's do the light skins, and then we'll get back to
I'm done.
Number one, Ashanti and Ja Rule.
No, that's funny. It's, you know what though? Last year when Spotify Wrapped came out, I thought this was gonna be my number one because I rinsed it so much when it came out, and it was around the time when like Spotify, like the. Anyways, do we want artists or songs first?
We do both, so it doesn't matter which one you do first.
All right, my number one played song was "You Broke My Heart" by Drake.
yes.
This year?
Damn.
That's interesting this year.
Well,
No, because it dropped in December.
Because remember he did the 6-pack that was like I think November of the year
sorry,
before.
November, yeah.
So it just kind of the beginning of the year I was listening to a lot
Yeah.
of that. Number 2 is "Family Matters" by Drake.
How?
Drop. And I always seem to have a song in my top 5 that is like over 5 years old and is just like a classic. But the Canon remix with Lil Wayne.
That's
Like the
fire.
DJ Drama
Yes,
Canon
yes,
remix?
yes, the DJ Drama Canon
With
remix
T.I.
with
and-
Lil Wayne. Yes, with Gilly the Kid. Yes,
That's right.
all those people.
To make a break. That's crazy.
It gets worse.
Like the fucking old Bennons.
God.
Yeah.
this
that's
gets worse
crazy.
because this is just an old song.
Mhm.
And by a deplorable individual, I guess, by
Diddy.
some extent. But my
Probably
number 4
Tory.
song was "The Color Violet" by Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Just a good song.
Wow.
Oh, that's on his like 80s inspired
Yeah,
album.
yeah, the Loner tape.
That was like him trying to do a cosplay of like After Hours Dawn FM. Like I was like, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're about to eat your ass up. All right, keep going.
Yeah,
said it was good
and
stuff.
number 5 was "Virginia Beach" by Drake.
Wow. Are you okay?
Is that Haley?
No,
No,
Bahama
that's
Promises.
Bahama Promises.
What's Virginia Beach?
Virginia Beach is the intro to For All the Dogs.
But like, how does it go? What's the cadence?
Oh,
the
Sweet Like the Ghetto.
Usually there's an intro in my top 5. 'cause
Low key, that's an underrated intro though. That's an
It is
underrated Drake
underrated.
intro.
I usually,
Okay, whoa.
That's how it goes.
I always leave my house on an intro of a song. And
Like,
of an
hold
album.
on.
Wait, what?
I
You
like
walk
that.
out the door like a movie scene, slow
Yeah.
motion with the
When I
intro
put my
playing,
when I put music on,
skin leather,
yeah.
slow motion.
Can he not just be starting the song? I mean, starting the album with the intro song?
But why?
No, but
every
he's
time you
saying
walk out the
intro
house, though?
specifically.
Usually, not every single time.
Because like you don't want to touch your phone. You play an album. You start with the intro.
But is it
No,
an
I'm not-
album?
no, I'm not-
He's
no,
just
I'm
saying
not
he
playing
likes
the album.
intros.
Yeah, I like intro. Yeah,
Oh wait, I
I'm
was trying to
usually-
shoot you some bills.
I know.
No,
and I'm
so he's
not-
walking out his house to dreams and nightmares.
No, not
Tuscan leather.
Virginia Beach.
Yeah,
Keep the family close. Like,
Yeah,
I like
All of
intros.
my let's just be friends. We're gonna have anymore. I rate that, bro. I rate that.
That's fine.
Because sometimes, and I'm not gonna hold it against
Make
it
your
because-
life a movie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make your life
Yeah,
a movie.
yeah.
You ever,
I'm
you ever-
dramatic, nigga.
You ever be in the gym and like you have to put the right song on when you're doing your set, and like you have to let the bass drop before you start.
That's like a big. That's dramatic. That's like
weird.
no one else is living their
That's
life
weird.
exactly
That's
like that.
weird.
Like that's how you should be. Anyways,
Yeah, or you're making a left turn like right when the bass drops.
Oh my god! That's it. Make your life a movie. Okay, what
this
are your
isn't-
top artists?
Yeah, my top artists. Number 1 obviously is Drake. Number 2 is Lil Wayne. Number 3 Kanye West. Number 4 Tory Lanez. And number 5 Future.
You're living
What
in
Kanye
nostalgia.
were you bump? Were you
I was gonna
bumping
say,
like
you're living in
old
nostalgia.
Kanye?
Yeah, I live. That's why I live. I listen to old shit,
Yeah.
and it's
Like this is what you have to change for 2025. Don't get too caught up in that old shit.
I have to do the same.
Find
Yeah.
some
I
new
listen.
joints.
I listen to new stuff, but that's the thing. I listen to it and I hear, like, I try it out, and it's like, all right, that was a cool project.
then you go-
Same.
and then
it's not in my
but
rotation.
It's not in my rotation.
Very few projects are able to do that for me.
Listen, we're all approaching our 30s. I'm
I
gonna
know.
be the first one to get there in 20 days, something like that, 18 days. But like, let's not become those old wash people.
I know. I'm trying.
That just-
I only
know.
listen to what's the Jay-Z album? The
fucking
first one?
Yeah, our fucking reasonable doubt.
I only
Like,
listen
yeah.
to Reasonable Doubt.
Like as you get older, you have to fight
You do
against
that.
that.
Yeah.
It's not too hard. It's not too easy right now. But just you know what I mean.
There's
My-
a substantial amount of Cash Cobain on like the full list.
My
So, you know,
my old basketball coach was like that. Anytime he would pick us up, he had the same Tupac album
Yeah,
playing over and over and over. That's why I know all the words to changes.
to push back on that too. It's
Yeah.
just like, can some new dudes make stuff that's better than Jay-Z and Lil Wayne freestyles? Like, I need something to work here with. Like, you know, it's just
No,
Well,
probably
Cash
not.
Cobain's
but
album, I
it would
couldn't get through all of
sprinkle.
it.
The thing with Cash
Yeah.
Cobain, his projects aren't the best. You have to go through his projects and pick the best ones out and listen to that. Then it's
Does he have a song where he sampled "How You Gonna Act Like That" by Tyrese? Who did that?
He probably does. I just don't remember.
Okay, because I
He
heard my
probably
friend
does.
was playing in the room in Miami, and I was like, "Is this Cash Cobain?" And I love that song. I was like, "Did he sample How You Gonna Act Like That?"
He probably does.
I love that
But
song.
with what you're saying, I've definitely tried that because
Underrated R&B
my
banger.
nephew is young. I think he just turned 19, so they're in a whole different world.
Yeah.
So he'll tell me like, "Yo, have you heard this guy? Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Have you heard this?" Most of it is horrible,
Right.
But there is like a 1-2 that I'm like, you know what? Okay, I kind of like this. I'll save this.
Yeah. So, now it's good to have people like that in your ear because then you could beat them halfway. But if you don't, then I don't know. Just try to keep in tune.
Do you guys have a playlist?
But at the same
of
time,
songs?
I haven't seen my shit. So
Yeah, let's
You guys get like a full playlist?
playlist of what?
Because like you get a top 5 songs, and then you also
Oh
get
yeah,
like, a
top
playlist
songs of
everything.
2024.
Oh.
You get that on Apple?
yeah.
Do you
yeah.
on Apple?
Oh, on Apple, I don't.
I don't know if I got that on.
no,
Apple.
I get a playlist of the top. We get a playlist
top
of the top
songs.
100.
Songs, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, you guys get like top 50, top 25. We get top 100.
We get a playlist of our top 100 songs played for the year.
Apple Music.
Ours
yeah,
is
yeah.
about 50.
Yeah, we get
it's about
100.
50.
Yeah.
Trey, well, you're up.
Yeah, let's hear you. We said light skins first.
Vibes Cartel, Ben Spinani, number 1.
Trey's always got the most like diverse. He'll have like a heavy metal band, then like fucking
Are you
a dance hall group. Like,
Huh?
Are you Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Spotify. Okay, so top 5.
That's probably why she don't listen to new stuff.
Okay. So
Top 5 artists and top 5 songs. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do ours first. So
Oh, right, because Apple Music
number 1,
algorithm.
Vibes Cartel.
Mhm.
Number 2, Tory Lanez. Number 3, Party Next Door. Number 4, Burna Boy, and number 5, The Weeknd.
Wow, that's very
Canadian.
that's very Canadian and Pan African.
I was
Maybe
very diverse.
He went from Jamaica to Canada,
East Africa.
Who's
East Africa, West Africa.
The Weekend.
yeah.
Oh, I'm like, wait. Yeah.
My songs. Number 1 is Kilometer by Burna Boy. Number 2,
Killing me, killing me, killing me, killing me.
Even that is interesting in 2024.
Number 1.
2024.
Yeah, I like that song.
Your number 1 song
Yeah, man.
is Kilometer.
Yes.
That is a good song.
It
It's
is
just
a- it's a
surprising
very
for
good song.
2024.
Number 2, Wild Out by Raja Wild.
That's fair.
Number 3, You Broke.
Wild Out, which one's that?
And we get
Wild
wild
Out
out tonight.
Yeah.
I'm screaming.
Party, we are wild out tonight.
If she's a cocky,
we
we
are
are fine out tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3, You Broke My Heart by Drake.
Oh, you're on
That's-
You
Clyde's
should
vibe.
you shouldn't have made that much noise when I said mine.
You're
That
on
was
Clyde's
crazy.
vibe.
You should not have like for me. But
You broke my heart as number one.
Number one's crazy. I won't lie.
I rinsed it at the beginning of the
Did
year.
someone
I
break
can't,
your heart?
the song was good, but I don't think it was that good to be your number one.
Well, it's subjective.
Yeah, it was running the clubs for like 3
Music
months.
is not always
So
subjective.
okay, so I can't lie. Like
What you're not.
this
done,
is
right?
like I know, but like this is like some fucking like light skin stereotype right now.
Is it?
the Drake. The
Top
you broke
3
my
is
heart.
you broke
Wouldn't
my
it
heart.
be? Wouldn't it be
Yeah.
all R&B?
You broke my heart.
This wasn't even.
That's
like,
not
I wasn't
even like a
dealing with
sappy
anything.
love song though.
This
That's like
wasn't
a
even I was
banger.
dealing with anything. I just.
It is
fuck
a
with the
banger,
song,
actually. My
yeah.
bad. You're right. The titles throw me off. It is
Exactly.
a banger. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Number 4 is "Weekend I Die for You," and
In 2024.
That out now.
No. You can't give me it because you know how good of a banger that song.
That's
a
a
great
star.
song.
That
It's
was
a
on
fantastic
Starboy,
song.
wasn't
It's a
it?
great song.
That's a 2016.
That was on
song,
Starboy,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to go back in that bag. But that is a big banger. That is a good song.
Your girl will love that. That's your top 5.
100%.
She'll love that.
Number 5 is "Hurt for Mercury" by Tory Lanez.
Wow.
Damn, y'all light skins got Tory in
Yeah,
the bag.
yeah. Look at this Tory Lane solidarity. But when we bring up the no, never mind.
Yeah, don't.
Bring up who?
Nah.
And this is actually, I'm surprised I didn't have a rock song on any of my stuff.
Yeah, no rock music.
Nah,
What
no.
about your top artist?
I just said
He said Vibes
said
Cartel.
Vibes
Oh, my
Cartel.
fault.
Vibes
My
Cartel,
fault.
Tory
Yeah,
Lanez,
yeah.
Party Next Door, Burna Boy, and
Drake.
No, The Weeknd.
Oh, the weekend.
The Weeknd. Okay.
He's EXO.
My fault.
Yeah.
All right, Mucho.
Blood.
Yeah. There's no rock. I was surprised.
So this is a live reaction.
This is a live reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
better not have no. Ooh, man.
Not like at number one. Not like at number one. We're ending this pod right now. Right now.
He doesn't even know the lyrics. He's not.
No,
Mucho
not
could
like
be a
how-
fraud.
He says he refuses to listen.
I do not.
He's
know.
only heard it twice in his life.
The only time it's
the biggest
ever,
song in the country.
The only time it's ever played in my crib in full is when Zoe showed it to me the first day it dropped. That's it. Okay, so my top artist, number 1, Future.
Huh?
Okay, on brand for you.
Yeah, Future's number 1, Drake's number 2, Metro Boomin's number 3.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah. You ran that tape into the ground, huh?
I did, but it was really for Future.
Did it
but
Kim
hey.
to it?
Number 4 is Gunna, and number 5 is Burna Boy.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1 song is Streets Made Me a King. But why is that funny?
No, I like it. I
By-
love
by
that.
Future.
I love
Because
that. That's hard.
it fits. I don't know why
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Of course, it's your fucking favorite song. Keep going.
Number 2 is Underworld by Money Man.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's
Really good song. It's a little old though. I just
Yeah.
found it. Number 3 is Oath by Future on mixtape Pluto. This is a really good song. Number 4 is Yeah, I'm Fried. Yeah, I'm Fried.
Fried? No,
No, by
Future.
Future, by Future.
You love
I'm
Future.
fried as number 4. Is hilarious.
When I was in DR, that's all I played for a week straight.
That's a funny song to be in your top.
And then number 5 is Bachelor by Gunna. She fucking into yeah, that shit went
Bachelor is a
crazy.
good song.
And then yeah, just albums real quick. Number 1 is Oh damn, I love those Metro tapes. We Still Don't Trust You is number 1.
Wow.
Damn.
Number 2 is We Don't
We
Trust
don't
You.
trust you.
Take his OVO chain away.
I'm sorry, but it was for Future.
2 whole albums.
I'm sorry,
dissing.
Drake, it was for Future, but you said it wasn't no beef with Future.
No, I'm sorry, Drake to the camera.
Metro is.
The guy looked at the camera and said, Drake, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Number 3 is One of One. Number 4 is Bryson Tiller. I really like that album.
Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
like which
new
Bryson
one?
Tiller album?
The newest
new
one.
The new one. I really like that one.
With the anime cover.
And then number 5 was For All the Dogs again.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty typical, I guess.
I'm not mad. I'm not too mad at those. Those were very interesting.
Yeah, but I love the 2 Future and Metro tapes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I love them.
So Zoe, was there any red flags in any of our?
I feel like the You Broke My Heart's kind of.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why that would be in your top 5 in 2024.
But guys, I do want to say this.
It is a banger, but
If it came out though at the end of 2023,
Yeah. But I do want to say this because we have a decent amount of female listeners, right?
Yeah.
Zoe?
Mhm.
There was no woman in any of our top 5s, except for you. You had Meg the Stallion.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an issue? I'm calling myself out right now. I don't know
don't-
why I did that.
Well, yeah, let her answer.
Didn't I send you a screenshot of
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna say Trey sent me a screenshot of a tweet and someone was like, if you're a man who has female artists in your top 5,
Yeah.
like something's wrong or something like that.
Yeah, you saved yourself with Meg Thee
Rap
Stallion.
artists or R&B?
No, anything.
No anything.
Because I've seen dudes with R&B artists.
Because last year I had SZA in my top 5.
I was gonna say
Because of
know.
SOS, I listened to it a lot.
Yeah,
but,
I feel like I had Snooze when Snooze dropped, which was what, last year?
last year. Yeah.
So I
Whatever.
think- yeah, that was in my top for
whatever.
sure. But,
Whatever year Over It dropped.
Me too.
Summer
Yeah,
Walker was
Over It
definitely in my
too.
top 5.
but did we even
Absolutely.
have Apple Replay back then? No, I don't
Yeah,
think
we did. We
They've
did.
had it since like
They've had it. Yeah,
2016.
yeah.
It's really,
Maybe
that's
not
2022.
16.
Nah.
I have
Or
it on
maybe
my playlist
Apple.
since
I don't know what
2020.
Apple's been doing. Spotify's been had that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
is that an issue if a man doesn't have woman in his top?
Oh, I don't care.
Or you know
I
what?
don't
Forget.
think so.
How about this? Because I bet you. Shout out to my little bro. I bet you every time I'm in the whip with him, he never plays any woman. Like if you don't have it in your top 100 songs,
Not even one female artist top
One
100?
woman in
That's
your
probably
let's
a
look.
big
Let's
issue.
look really quickly and see if we have any.
I don't
okay,
know.
bet. Or your top 50, I guess, because Spotify only does top
Yeah.
50, right?
I don't know if I do.
If you don't have one woman in your top 50, is that problematic? Your top 50 songs.
Yeah.
Do they have to be the main artist, or can they be a feature?
No, let's be male artists.
Oh no, I have one. No, 2.
But 3 out of my top 5 songs are women.
I have 2.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lotto. Yeah,
Wannabe,
Lotto. Yeah.
Back Outside and TJF.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
No,
And then 6 is Kalani.
that's a man.
Kalani?
No. That's both. It's both.
Or you meant that SZA.
I meant the
song.
song.
My bad.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Kalani
he meant the
song.
song.
After Hours.
He meant the song.
Okay, yeah.
After Hours, I'm talking
Yeah, I thought
about.
you meant the
Okay,
song,
okay.
not
All right.
Kalani the
Guys, we're
artist.
trying our best. We're trying our best. Yeah.
Because I was
But I don't have 100 songs on here.
You do. You just have to go to
Where?
But you guys said the features don't count.
the feature. Go to Replay 24, open in Apple Music.
So I have to. While she's looking,
Okay.
"Where Your Daddy" by Caribou.
Okay.
That
Did you have
song
to
is
scroll down?
hard. It's in the top 30, top 25.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
"Where Your Daddy"
That's
by
good, that's
Caribou. That's one of mine.
Yeah.
I have "Yeah Glow" in my
Yeah
top
Glow?
songs.
Fire.
"Yeah Glow."
You take a shower to that? You go.
Sometimes
Yeah. Okay.
I have
Wow.
I have "Get It Sexy" by Sexy Red in my top
Yep,
songs.
Get It Sexy in your 2024 Spotify rap.
Yeah, in my top songs. I have "Get It Sexy."
I have so many questions.
No, that song's a banger, but
I have "Get It Sexy" in my top.
this year, you're still listening to it.
No, it's not top 25. It's like top 100. It's like 100 songs.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
between
Okay.
75 to 100. So I have them 3.
Okay.
I think the issue with guys and women's music, especially if it's like ratchet music like that, is
Yeah.
like there's not a lot of places you can play it out that it doesn't kind of seem awkward to you. Because to me, if I'm driving down the street, summer windows down, bumping music, and I pull up at the light and a car pulls up next to me and they hear me by myself playing Get It Sexy, like that's kind of weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
It kind of is.
People will look at
Yeah.
you crazy. You look in the whip and it's just
Yeah.
one dude listening to
optics
Get It
are a little
It
Sexy.
is
cheeky.
sexy.
Listen,
Get it
if
sexy.
you're on Biscayne or fucking, I don't know, whatever roads they have in
Collins.
Miami.
Drive,
Ocean Drive.
Collins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're there and then you see a whip, you're like, damn. I hope the nigga that pulls up is somebody I vibe with.
I
And
bet
then
they're cradling the money in there.
Yeah. And then he rolls down the windows and he's like, get it sexy.
Okay, why
Why you doing
why
that?
you doing that?
You're like,
Why
yo,
you
yo,
doing that?
yo.
Why does he have to be doing
Nah,
that?
but like, that's what you
What-
thinking,
He would
though.
not be doing that.
Okay, if he's a real nigga, one hand on the wheel, get it sexy. Get it sexy. You thinking
I'm
less
like,
of it.
boy, you know this ass super fat.
Lies.
And it's even worse because you can't look
Cap.
cool listening to
You
Get It
can't look
Sexy.
cool.
Yes.
I can't be there like this, emotionless, listening to Get It Sexy. And I can't be turning up listening to Get It Sexy.
That's fair.
Have
Okay,
any of you
fair.
guys watched The Wire? The show The Wire?
No,
Yeah.
it's on my list.
You have?
You've never watched The Wire?
I've never watched The Wire.
So there's
It's
a,
on my list. I'm trying to.
That's crazy.
There's a scene where the
Talk to me about it in
the
school.
tall guy with the braids. I'm forgetting his
Omar?
name. No. Like he's one of the shooters. Nah, that's a woman.
Michael B. Jordan.
The
No. What could you do?
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He pulls up to a stop sign and it's he's playing Splash Waterfalls by Ludacris and
That's
Shawnna.
funny.
What's the, I don't remember.
It nice to meet
Yeah.
ya.
That one, that could go though.
Yeah, I think that could.
But he's supposed to be a shooter, and he pulls up to the red light with that, and the windows go down.
That is funny.
That's
And
right.
it's a meme till now because it looks hilarious. Like it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it
feel
really
what you're
depends
saying,
on what
yeah.
kind of song a guy pulls up with. But yeah, you're right. Get It Sexy would be weird.
Or even some R&B. I don't think I could pull up by myself listening to Summer Walker.
Why?
With windows down, pull up to the red light.
Which
listen to
Summer Walker song? Actually, no, yeah, you can't.
I don't really wanna.
What are you gonna be listening to? I just need some dick.
Body would work. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know if it would.
That's one of her biggest
That's a great
songs.
song, but I don't know if that's working.
You can't do that.
You can't roll up to Body.
My body. No, you can't.
No,
roll up to that. No.
Saying-
You have to listen to Summer Walker with the windows up. And I
That's
love
crazy.
and
Men
I
are
love
so
Summer.
misogynistic.
That's not misogynistic.
That's crazy though. I thought Family Matters would be my number one.
You can't just listen to a little girly music.
No, because then they're gonna call us sassy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, Saturn by SZA was my number 9. There we go.
I had SZA
Okay.
in mind. Who else did I have?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I had Nicki.
What Nicki song?
Seeing Green. It's far down the list.
That doesn't
Far-
count.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
That
And
doesn't
then
count.
Family Matters was number 6. Okay.
Okay.
I like seeing. I think Seeing Green is one of Drake's best verses. by
I
the
think
way.
so. That's why
Really?
it gets the replay. Yeah. I skipped to his verse.
See more plaques than toothbrushes.
That's so gross.
Come on.
That's hard.
I can see a Wally y'all and run straight through. That's
Adios mios. The ice is frio on the Jesus. Come on. How do you even think that?
Anyways, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
The Jay-Z lawsuit.
Wow.
Pretty heavy to
Yeah.
drop on. When did that drop? Yesterday? 2 days ago? Yesterday, actually. Was it yesterday?
Was it yesterday? It was. Damn.
Okay,
that's
so
a long
drops on
24 hours for
Was it Monday or Sunday it dropped?
Well, it felt like it's been more than a day.
Right? I don't
I feel
know.
like
These
it's
days
been
all
since.
feel like
Yeah, I feel like it's been since. No, well, yesterday was Monday.
No, I'm sorry.
It might be a couple days. Yeah.
it was Sunday?
It was Sunday. Okay.
Okay. So Sunday, the news drops that Jay-Z was accused in a civil lawsuit of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 after the VMA Awards
with Diddy.
with Diddy. Very important information. There's not really much at least I didn't read too much on like the details of the case. We know it's a civil lawsuit. It doesn't really say if she's asking for money, or correct me if I'm wrong, or how much. I didn't read any of that yet.
No, there's no details on how
Yeah.
or how much she was asking for before she filed.
But all of these major media publications were posting pictures of Jay-Z with huge headline, Jay-Z accused of raping 13-year-old girl, which is insane.
And before an hour could go by,
Yeah. And yeah, literally, like, you're right. Before an hour could go by, Rock Nation,
I've never seen him be so.
Rock Nation drops a white screen, text only press. You can maybe call it like a mini press release or
Yeah.
whatever.
They had the letterhead with Rock Nation and
Yes.
everything. so-
And basically, Jay-Z is completely denying all of these claims. He's calling out the lawyer that brought this lawsuit to him. He's saying it's 100% a money grab. He said, if this is true, then why don't we make it a criminal lawsuit? He's saying, let's take this to trial. He's basically saying that this is completely absurd. He did not do this, things like that. First of all, how do we feel about the way he responded to the allegations?
Well, I mean, I guess I tweeted this, but I was like, he was writing with the diction of Meek Mill. Like he looked like how Meek Mill tweets.
You think so?
Like he was at
Random
the side of a pool with
exclamation
fries on his
points.
lap.
Let
and
me
just
pull it
tweeting.
up.
Yeah, like it didn't look like a professional Jay-Z tweet.
Like,
All
it
right,
felt-
But
like it
Jay-Z,
felt-
So
Jay-Z tweets like that though.
So you trying to read it?
yeah, so I can read it. So so basically Rock Nation, this is from the Rock Nation account, and it said, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer, in quotations, named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect, exclamation point. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny,
All caps.
exclamation point, all caps. These allegations
One
are so
red
heinous
penny.
in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one, exclamation, exclamation. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics, exclamation point. I have no idea how you have come to such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Question mark, exclamation point. Marines are known for their valor.
Valor.
Yeah.
You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. He called him Better Call Saul.
Cheap suit.
You have a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities, quotations, are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man, no he's not, who made it out of the project of Brooklyn.
Born in 1969, by the way.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Yeah, so he's not a young man. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes of honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you've levied against me. Levied against me? Yeah. Levied against me. If not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you how different I am.
I like it because I think it's real. And it's a catch-22 because when people do the publicist PR thing, then people say it's not genuine. But then this sounds like Jay-Z was talking to someone on the phone and told them, write this down.
So you think the spelling errors and everything like that?
There was any spelling errors, I don't think.
Well, I don't know if he meant fake physics or skeptics. Or I feel like that is a typo.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He probably meant fake physics. But what was the sentence again?
He says, we protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims.
Physicists, probably.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe he meant
Fake
physicists or
physicists.
something
Is
like
that
that.
what he meant?
I feel like that would make more sense.
A physicist? That's a
Fake
person.
physicist.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's saying people who are conspiracy theorists,
okay.
fake physicists.
Maybe.
You just like
He's
listing
maybe
off
talking
people.
about doctors that are
So
involved with
do you
the
think him
Yeah.
just, it kind of does seem like, yeah, he typed this out and was like, post it now. And he was like, hey, but maybe we should, no, fucking post it right now. Like it kind of
Yeah.
seems something
There's
like
definitely
that, you know?
10 people like in between him sending that and the actual publication of the tweet who were like, no, don't do this.
And he said, nah.
And he was like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Because we never seen him really like, we said it within the hour, right? These news headlines broke and it was on every publication. And then this was out in less than an hour. I've never seen Jay reply to allegations or any of that type of stuff quick like that with a blank PR statement.
But my thing is, I see both sides because he has a daughter who is 13, 14, who
that's
can obviously read, who obviously has social media or knows people have social media. This is gonna get back to her.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like you kind of have to say something, you know what I mean? First of all, it's not like raping a 13-year-old. How old was Jay-Z in 2000? 30-something? Like what?
He was 31.
Okay, so 31-year-old
31,
sexually
yeah.
assaulting a 13-year-old. Like those are really, 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 really intense allegations. So to not say anything, I also would be like, hello? You know what I mean? Like you're just accused of sexually assaulting a child. How can you not say something?
Right.
Right? Like that would be my point of view.
And his name was attached to Diddy as well.
That too, like what? That man's fighting for his life every day trying to get bail. He can't.
It's
And but what does that mean?
Like, do you think it's a bad play to say something?
I didn't
Well,
read into it.
No, but it's indicative of like how serious he's taking it.
Well, I would be.
yeah.
If I have a 13-year-old daughter myself.
I will say this. The lawyer, I actually knew about this lawyer before this case
Oh, really?
because he did like 50 to 100 civil lawsuits against Diddy as soon as things started to pick up. He's like a guy that's very controversial. His name's Tony Busby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this case is wrong or right, but when Jay-Z's calling him an ambulance chaser, that's what he's getting at. And so when somebody calls you an ambulance chaser, like, you know how people joke, like when they like cross the street, like, yeah, like when they're going through financial strife. Yeah,
Hit me.
I hope this person hits me.
Yeah.
Right? Then they call an ambulance chaser and then they get after that person, even though that you started the actual incendiary incident, right? So Tony Busby is a controversial figure. This is a fact. Jay-Z is using that to perhaps use as cover. You know, this is 24 years ago. Who knows what happened? But I think that regardless of what happened, the fair way to look at this is to just be like this. If Jay-Z is guilty, then you hope the woman or whoever, the Jane Doe, gets her retribution in this civil case. If Jay-Z is innocent, then it makes sense that whatever he's texting right now makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's tricky. Like, that's all that we could really say.
Yeah. And the thing that I don't like, not knowing if he's guilty or not, like just looking at it on the internet is I don't like how people in general, and I've started, because my girl talked to me about this before with a whole separate thing, how it's like negativity on the internet is so prevalent that like I just don't like how people are like, yup, I knew it was coming. See, I knew he was next.
Yeah.
It's like if I was
Hoping
Jay-Z,
and praying for this to happen.
if I was Jay-Z and if I was innocent, I wouldn't like how people were just waiting for something about me to come out. And it's like, because of the whole Diddy stuff and like everything that's been going on, it's like the more grandiose the headline about someone is, the more people are inclined to believe it, because it's like people almost like want people to get exposed. And it's like the more heinous stuff they're accused of is the more that people are like, see, I knew that everyone in entertainment is like that. And everyone in entertainment is not like that. Like, there's definitely bad people. There's a lot of bad people, but like to just put that on everybody who has like money and power before anything even comes out, I don't like that.
And I will say this though, right? Because it's a gray area with the actual allegations, because we don't know anything about what happened here, right? But what I would say is a little bit more black and white is that Jay-Z, brother, you're a little bit hypocritical.
In what way? Explain.
Why do you mean? What do you mean?
Jay-Z is a little bit hypocritical because he is very offended at the fact that he got that jacket. But now he's going to platform somebody on the Super Bowl who gave his competing artist that jacket.
Reverso Drake. Do you think
On
that's
a
why?
On a
Do you
top
think
streamer.
that's why everybody's going like, oh, like, see, I knew it was
Wait,
gonna,
but
you're
I
going
swear-
to accuse him.
No,
Well,
but
you
I-
got your own
but-
problems.
But I swear Drake and Jay-Z haven't been cool for a while.
No,
Like,
but
why
I'm-
would Drake?
but-
Why would Jay-Z care?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you are offended by the fact that somebody is giving you that jacket of like that that terrible
PDF
word,
file, a
Yeah.
that
sexual
you know what I mean, that
assault,
you're
yeah.
a PDF file.
And
How the
assault.
hell are you gonna platform somebody that's doing the same thing to another artist with no proof?
I get that if you care about said person.
No,
But
it's kind of.
what do you
I
mean?
see what you
Like-
mean. It's the principle of something, right? If your principle is you shouldn't be putting this accusation on anyone without any type of proof or whatever. So if your principle is no one should be called a PDF file or being accused of, whatever with children unless you have some type of proof or whatever, then to Mucho's point, then why are you giving a stage to someone who called someone a PDF file that had billions of streams?
No, you're
Like what? Like what are we doing?
Like from a principle standpoint, I kind of understand that. Because
I
you
get
can't
that.
just say, oh yeah, sure, call whoever you want a PDF file, even if they're not. Doesn't matter. But when second it's on me, now it's a problem.
I agree. I think the difference is one is business related and one's not.
yeah, I mean, hey,
I think that's probably.
I think some people would also say
at the
it's-
end of the day, it's about the bottom
But it's
line.
also one's a case from a victim, and one is just a man calling another man.
I think that's where the difference is, because 50 did an interview
Yeah.
today where they were talking about the beef, and he
where
was
he
kind of
was showing Drake's op list.
yeah, he was showing Drake's op list, but he
Who was on the list?
I have.
I sent it. I sent it. In the
Let's
group.
get
We'll
to that
read
in a
it.
second. But just
I'll
he,
read it
He
after.
was saying during the interview that he was talking about his beefs and stuff, and just some of the craziest things that happened to him during his beef. He was saying how Jadakiss was like had the craziest diss song towards him, but he was saying that basically the point of a rap beef is to diss your opponent. You're supposed to say things that aren't true and like get like.
Are you?
In the typical rap
That
battle,
are-
You are
no.
saying the craziest things about someone. It doesn't, like in a rap battle, especially in like a URL king of the dot type of context. Like, no, you don't need to be
But-
100% factual right.
I don't know. And this is where I was saying people were trying to get at us. Oh, you guys are too young about like rap beef now becoming very like TMZ. Like when Tupac said, "It's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker," he actually did it, right?
But
No, that
also,
was-
Did he?
It was never proven.
No, we don't know
It
for
was
a
never
fact
proven.
if
We don't know
Tupac
that.
has smashed Faith Evans.
Okay.
and
But
also,
the
Maybe-
idea of that you can make someone, maybe he did, like that is
Right.
what you're doing
But
in
like,
a beef, right?
Yeah, I feel you. But my whole thing is like any of the disses that were made from these Jada kisses or whatever towards 50 Cent,
Mhm.
he would contest some of them. Like even 50 Cent's being hypocritical there.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, nah, hell no, I wasn't no snitch. Here's the paperwork. Bam, bam, bam.
Right.
So he was offended himself at some of the fake jackets that he was getting put on.
yeah.
Now, this is even crossing a further level
Yeah.
by putting that PDF file jacket on him.
It's not just street shit.
So
or
50
code,
Cent's
yeah.
talking all this and okay, cool. But if you had the same thing said about you, you would be just as mad, if not even worse. Because I remember when 50 Cent was like, no, I'm not a snitch. I remember.
Why do you do
And
that?
I remember when he was doing that.
Yeah.
I was the biggest 50 Cent fan.
I mean, he filed for Chapter 11. I'm pretty sure there is there was some legal actually took against Ja Rule in some context.
So, like, sure, you could go out of bounds when it's a rap beef. I'm not contesting that.
50 did sue somebody actually.
Yeah, like you could go out of bounds when it's a rap beef. I'm not contesting that.
Yeah.
But when that public statement
Right.
looks very much like the same feelings that other artists have about what Kendrick said, it's like, brother, you're being a little hypocritical.
And speaking of,
It's hard to compare because, like I said, one's an actual lawsuit,
Sure.
and
One's
one
an
is just
idea.
runs a rap beef,
Sure,
a bar
one's
and a rap song.
one's a lawsuit that most people would say you should just fight in court. like, let's be real.
Let's go, Lucha.
Like he's fighting in the court of public opinion right now.
who?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah. But he has to though.
Because he doesn't like that jacket on him.
No,
I don't even
because
think just
you
that.
can't just like stay silent with that kind of allegation against your jacket, though.
But what is Kendrick doing?
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm saying like if
No,
you're
but-
Jay-Z, you cannot stay silent. Doesn't matter what happened before.
But Drake has to?
He didn't stay
No,
silent for that.
but Jay-Z is not in an active rap beef with the person who is calling him this thing.
Even
I think
worse,
the
he doesn't know
rules
that nigga
kinda-
from a can of paint.
Yeah, but I think the rules kind of change because it's not in the confines of a beef. It's like,
It's either a fake allegation from nobody that doesn't exist, or it's a real, or it's something real, which is even worse. God, I hope it's not.
yeah, but when it catches enough steam to where it's headlines and this can actually affect your business, then you have to talk about it. It's different if this was a story that no one knew about and Jay-Z was just randomly making this a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this didn't become a thing, he wouldn't have said anything, even if it was on
But when
his
you have
jacket.
publications like Complex and
And
like
when
these,
you are connected to the NFL and a big publicly traded companies,
And Mucho, like
Mm-hmm.
things don't get just invented out of thin air either, right? There is an air about both those guys in those allegations, whether it's provable or not. There's been people have Drake said it in Tailor Made. Oh, rap about how he likes young girls. You know, there's a lot. Foxy Brown posted something on her story. There's a lot of narratives about Rihanna when she got signed and Beyonce when he met Beyonce. So like things don't just come out of thin air.
Smoke,
I
fire,
think when
and
there's
whatnot, yeah.
rumors and things that you can't exactly verify, and then there are more things come to it that you can attach to that. I think that's when he's like, no, I kind of see where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me nip that in
thing
the
we're
bud.
also
yeah,
missing is that
but
Drake-
also hold on, but
Mm-hmm.
like saying that yes, Jay-Z how old Rihanna was or how Beyonce was when he signed them versus sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. Those are kind of
I know, but I'm just saying.
different ends of the spectrum.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a
You're
guy
talking
like
about smoke and fire.
yeah, and this Busby guy kind of knows that when he's making these. Yeah.
Because how old was Beyonce when she started messing with Jay-Z?
We don't.
I think
we
it's
don't know.
kind
I
of-
don't know the day that they met. I don't like.
Yeah.
It's kind of speculation.
Yeah.
It
We don't even.
depends. A lot of people are here because. But did you see the little quick back and forth between Andrew Schultz and Ice Cube's son?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
Oh wow.
So
No.
basically,
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz
He
basically
was lighting niggas up.
I'm reading
Andrew
like
Schultz was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
I'm reading this
comedian. He
clip.
talks shit for a living.
Comedian Andrew Schultz jokes that he would make love to Kendrick Lamar against his will. I don't think he can stop most people on the planet from having sex with him.
Oh, that's gross.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. Quoted it and said, "Weird ass nigga." And then Andrew Schultz quoted it and said, "Google No Vaseline by Ice Cube."
Oh.
Oh, you're getting fucked.
That was a good one. You got him.
It was fire.
Oh.
You kind of got to give him props for that one.
Yeah.
He's a comedian, though. That's what he does.
Because what do you say to that now?
The
Oh,
only
it
thing,
was
the
just a
only thing
song?
I would say to Steelman, O'Shea Jackson's position is say
What do
like,
you say back?
Yeah,
He
I don't-
like
that's-
he was
that's
very
as far
like
as I
he
saw
wasn't
it.
like a good. It was like, well, you don't understand the song. Clearly, he's talking about being fucked by the industry. What you're talking about is rape. And rape is you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it wasn't like a. He didn't have a clap back. He
So
was
he's
just kind of.
figuratively talking about rape. Is that okay? Like,
A metaphor about getting fucked business wise by your manager is not the same, homie. He
Yeah.
ain't call you a bitch. He ain't say fuck you. Didn't even say your name, and your response
Why would
was
Andrew Schultz even say
buck-breaking.
that?
Shit was just
I don't even
crazy.
get that.
Don't
Was
let
that-
no white comedian talk about
Because
black women.
he-
That's lost.
Yeah, but why would you say like I would make love to Kendrick Lamar if I
Oh,
like?
that's
I'm
like
confused.
his.
yeah, that
That's
is
a
kind of
stick.
weird.
That's
yeah.
his dig
that's-
back. That's like white guy humor and shit.
But, like,
That's supposed to be even funny.
it's white guy humor.
White guys find that. funny.
I don't think it's funny, but at the same time, no Vaseline is little like you're kind of making light of RAPE a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I would call it. Yeah, fully just a.
You're not actually saying you would.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess we've said it enough, but you're not fully saying in this. Ice Cube's not fully saying he would essay
Yeah,
Easy E
Yeah.
and everybody, but he is making light of essay
I don't
by
think he's
saying
making light, but he's using SA as a very problematic metaphor.
yeah. There you go.
I wouldn't say light.
And
but
before he did the no Vaseline thing, he posted the scene from
and
I
even
think
that what's it called? That title is
yeah.
That
I think he posted a
That
scene
was
from Friday
that
of
was
the
an
dude getting
expression.
raped, of Cat Williams getting raped in Friday.
Who did?
Like
Andrew
Schultz
Schultz.
did.
Schultz.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
that was his
'Cause he
first
put that
response.
in the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Because Ice Cube wrote that scene for somebody to get essayed in a movie.
Oh,
Remember, and Cat Williams did a whole thing about it at the beginning of the year.
my bad. I haven't seen this back and forth. I don't even.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, listen, like people are being a little bit selective about their outrage. You know.
People
Well,
are always
that's
going
humans.
to, man.
That's humans, right? People don't
Always.
care until the bottle points to them.
Yeah.
shit.
Right? People spin the bottle all day and he's getting called this, he's getting called that. But the second that bottle turns on, one second it's your turn, all hell's
Shit
gonna
ain't-
break
yeah,
loose.
shit ain't
Yeah.
fun.
Wes, I've said it before and I'll say it again. People don't care. Fat Joe says nigga. People care. Takashi says nigga. That's it.
I said my niggas don't dance; they just pull up their pants and do the
Does he
rock
still say
away.
nigga?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
No one is gonna tell him he can't.
There's no way he performs lean back and he's just like, I said my don't dance.
It's the best hook of all time, right? Like you can't not say it.
No, that is not the best hook of all
That's what
time.
you started
We've
saying.
been.
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
up there.
Yeah, I don't really know. And then people are now when the day after the news dropped, I think yesterday, the Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Blue Ivy were at the red carpet at the Lion King premiere, and everyone's saying, "Oh, this is PR." And I think it was bad time. I think they were always supposed to. I would believe they were always gonna attend that.
The way he moves after they take the picture was like, all right, back to the car. Like it was just.
And once
like,
again,
seemed
I
that
think
way.
you can't win for losing because if
If he
Jay-Z
didn't go.
just
Yeah.
if Jay-Z just was hiding under a rock, people would be like, see, he's guilty. And then if he's continuing life as normal, like, oh, he's not taking it serious and he's being insensitive.
Or it's PR. He's always
it's
trying to look
PR.
good. Oh, now he
So,
has his
like-
family with him. He's never been out with his family before, which is not true.
Like, that's not true at all.
I'm like, they've been on multiple award shows together,
Yeah,
Blue
yeah.
Ivy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. They've been on multiple red carpets together, the three of them.
Yeah.
The
They've been on
twins you don't really
stage,
see
yeah.
too much, but the three of them you see. So I'm confused now. It's like, oh my God, he's never with his family. Now he
just
is. Like,
because
what?
you've never seen it doesn't mean it didn't.
But he's
happen.
always with they're courtside together. Like he's always out with Blue Ivy. So I'm
Yeah.
confused as to why now people think he's using it like being out with his daughter as some type of like PR stunt.
Well, the optics
very,
for
very
the
negative.
nature of what they're accusing him of, right?
but he's always out with his daughter though.
I mean, I don't feel like we always
Like-
see Jay-Z everywhere.
No, but I'm
If
saying,
we do see him, he's with his daughter. Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I can say you've seen Jay-Z at basketball games with Blue Ivy. You've seen him at award shows with Blue Ivy. You've seen him on
Yeah.
recovery. It's not like, oh, he's never out with Blue Ivy. And all of a sudden, the day after he gets accused of raping a 13-year-old, he's out with Blue Ivy and his family.
Right.
No, he's been out with his family consistently, I think, in the
Yeah,
media.
yeah. Every time I see Blue Ivy, it's either Beyonce or Jay-Z.
Yeah.
A pretty split amount of time.
And I feel like recently it's been a lot of him and her and Jay-Z together.
Recently, like you see them often. Like I feel like there's people that you see at like every Lakers game and like whatever. Like
They've
that's
been at a few
I feel like
basketball games
they
court-
don't pop out a lot. Like they're not showing like Jay-Z and
It's
his family
usually
and
at
stuff.
it's usually at the game or
Games.
like when she was performing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you'd
the
be like
concerts,
recording
yeah.
her.
Let's
Yeah.
just say when you see Blue Ivy, you see one.
Yeah,
of them.
with
Yeah.
her dad.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm confused. But also, like, maybe it's just terrible time. Like, what? Was he not supposed to now go to this event with his family because
Yeah,
of
this
this?
was pre-planned.
Yeah. And I also don't feel like he called people like, yeah, by the way, we have to be on the red
Mm-hmm.
carpet tomorrow, because I don't think that happened either. I feel like they were always gonna do this. So now we just have to do it, and this shit had just hit the fan at the wrong time.
Yeah.
That's what I
People
think.
acting like that was PR. That's your OD.
I don't
Do
think so.
other and I'm taking this away from this situation. This is just it led me to a different train of thought
Facts.
that I'm generally asking this question. So PSA, this is not about the situation that we were just talking about.
Mhm.
Do other races of people tear down their own people at the rates that,
That we
we
do.
have seen? I'm not saying that we do, that
Yeah.
we have seen that black people do. Genuine question, if any of you guys have an answer.
Well, it's tricky, right? Because not a lot of races are as tightly knit
That is true.
as black people, right?
That is
And
true.
they're not in the same position as us.
And we're tightly knit through trauma, unfortunately.
Yeah. So it's probably a little crabs in a barrel mindset that we have.
Very much crabs in a barrel mindset that we have.
Because
Look
it's
at
like
the
I've-
Jasper Wars.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've said before, like, what is the white version of World Star? Where people are getting knocked out and robbed and
Jackass?
Jackass wasn't, because Jackass was always lighthearted.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Jackass was always lighthearted.
There's
It
been
was,
It's probably Live Leak.
it was pranks and
Live leak.
What's
the
live?
white
Is that some
world?
dark web?
That's
Is
crazy.
that
That's
dark
like the
web?
gore tube
Uh,
stuff.
uh,
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like that. I always think about that. You like, there's not a dedicated page
Right.
to go and you see white people fighting each other and robbing each other and call each other snitches and doing all that type of crazy stuff. Like, not one concentrated page.
That's real.
there's no white world star.
Because I feel like that all that does is like add to the negative
Barstool?
perception of us.
Nah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Just something I thought about.
that. I'm trying to think of one there, and
What's
there
the
isn't.
what's the Asian world star? What's the Mexican, the Colombian world star?
Mexican-
What's
But
the-
not a race.
But you know what's crazy though? Like,
I didn't want to say
yeah,
Spanish because there's too
the
many.
Latino or Hispanic or whatever.
Yeah,
But
that-
one thing I will say is like, we're just like kind of, we're more invested in our own people than others, so we don't even know. You know,
That's
like
true, too. Yeah, we wouldn't really
we don't
know.
really know what's going on outside, so I can't answer.
But then how can we comment so much on what other people do and don't do
what
if
other
we don't
people-
know what other people do? We've always seen that people, and not to make it a gender thing, we
Mhm.
always see people be like, "Oh, you don't see other groups treating their women this way and
Well,
saying
okay.
this about their women and stuff." But if we don't know, how are we saying that?
This is true, but like it's just because we think we have it the worst out of everybody else, just because humans just tend to be pessimistic. But like when you think about gender wars, for example, right?
Mhm.
Nothing is worse than South Korea right now.
in gender wars?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
familiar. What,
You
what
guys
they-
heard about the 4Bs?
What they doing
No.
over there?
What's the
the
four?
four
I
Bs?
know
Or my
that,
bad. Is it the 4Bs?
I know that's where they have like women only trains and stuff.
My,
And like,
my bad. It's like a South Korea feminism movement. It's for something.
oh yeah,
No,
where they're not
3B.
having kids.
Yeah.
It's the 3B.
B2B. Is it B2B?
No.
I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
Yeah, the 4B movement. I got it.
Okay.
it. Yeah, they have a 4B movement. Like
Which
a
is?
significant amount of women in Korea are like feminists on a level that's different than the feminists that we're used to.
Mhm.
Where the 4Bs is like, don't marry, don't have kids, don't have sex, don't do nothing, just because they're so fed up with men.
No sex with men, no giving birth, no dating men, and no marriage with men.
Okay, there we go. And
Why
that's
are
the
there the B's? Why are there the
because in
Bs?
Korean those start with B.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause I'm like, none of
Yeah.
those words.
Yeah, so like we think we have it bad with our gender wars and woman like hating on cooking with Kia, but like,
Who was cooking with Kia?
but,
Who is this girl?
but that's nothing compared to what our brethren across the globe are going through, or not even our brethren, or what our sisters are going through. You know what I mean? Like we think it's worse just because we live it every day, but we're all humans at the end of the day. We have the same dynamics.
Good point.
Who's Kia?
Cooking with Kia.
Who is this?
Is,
It's,
we can
it's
go
a-
to yeah. We
It's a
viral.
TikToker that
I only heard
Someone
about
show
it
me her
today.
page.
she
Yeah,
twerks and cooks. Basically,
she's a fairly pretty lady that
Fairly pretty is hilarious. Let me see her.
Oh boy.
What does that mean?
I-
I've never actually been on her page. I think I've seen one.
I seen her.
okay.
I seen her
On
on
my
TikTok.
life, I haven't.
I have
Because I recently heard about this too. Either yesterday or 2 days ago was the first time I've
So
heard
she
about
twerks and cooks.
Yeah,
on
and, like she
TikTok.
dresses like whatever when she
people
cooks, and like
hate
I guess
on
she
her.
says like while she's cooking, like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your man" or whatever, and like,
Yeah.
and I guess guys are gassing her up, and like women are,
yes, you can take me.
yeah, like dudes are doing
That's
the
crazy.
yeah, dudes are doing the
Take
most
me
about
is
it.
nasty
Women
work.
are hating on her.
But I mean,
So yeah, you know what? Maybe it's a vocal minority. I don't know, but you could play that for Zoie right there.
let me see.
You could maybe
Oh,
put up
it's
the
gone.
volume a little bit.
You don't
So
watch
Can
her
I play
stuff, though, right?
What's happening?
So
Tell us.
she's probably showing her body right now and then
Yeah.
cooking after. I guess sometimes that's the conceit of
Start
the.
play by play what you're seeing, Zoe.
There's no food in that video.
Oh, there's no.
I'm like, what is going on?
my fault. Let me. I'll show you. I'll show her making mac and cheese.
All I
or
saw was her
something.
rolling her hips in the camera.
Or she makes,
with
like,
body
some
color on.
Alfredo.
So now you know
and-
what she looks like, and then she just makes food. She's very young. She's probably in her early 20s.
Okay.
And she's like a food influencer that's pretty and does that stuff and really caters to men that wants to be catered to.
I see. Okay, so
And
here
girls
she's
don't
bouncing
like
food
that.
around. 400,000 likes.
Damn.
Okay. She's twerking with food.
And then she has a catchy cooking with Kia.
I cannot stop laughing. But she's not really twerk. People actually are watching this?
Yep.
The streets are saying that's Coco Melon for guys.
Oh, come
That's what
on.
they said.
What?
Coco Melon for guys.
Is she trying to
is
compete with
crazy.
Tiny? But now she's twerking. People hate on my girl Tiny, and I don't like that.
Who's Tiny?
Tiny's the white girl who can throw down
Oh, yeah.
in the kitchen, but
Yeah,
she has a black now husband.
No, this
She
is
got married.
different because she already has a man. Like,
You got it.
this is more of like a girl that's catering to single dudes that wish women
Let
were
me see
more
the
like
comments.
that. Yeah.
To me, it's like,
So
okay.
it's trad content.
Like,
yeah, it
whatever,
kind of
bro.
is.
That's
And low
what-
key
yeah,
is kind of
yeah.
trad. Maybe
Why doesn't she do it on OnlyFans?
Because it's
Probably
not the
that's
point.
probably the funnel though.
Oh yeah,
She's
it might
probably
be.
gonna make a
that might be the
OnlyFans.
next level.
Read some of the comments.
Cooking with Kia, so catchy and cute. Oh my God, I'm early. My knees hurting me. That's from a man, by
Yeah.
the way. I love it. Keep doing you, boo. Yeah, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm too early. My girl gonna be mad. Oh my God.
There's a lot of those comments.
Oh, damn, not me being early. Everyone's saying they're early.
It's probably a new view. You got to go to something that's viral.
But does she not have an account?
Yeah.
So where's her account?
I just clicked on the first video that came up when you
Okay,
searched
if this is her account. Oh, she's 134,000 followers. Okay, interesting, girl. She posts often.
Yeah,
But she's recent though.
Yeah,
This was only posted 2 days ago.
it's a new phenomenon.
a new phenomenon is crazy. But like,
Oh my god.
I feel
Someone
like
said raw. Next question. Men are so
That's
sick.
yo. I don't get the man. Food and sex.
They say a way
are
to a
very
man's-
separate things to me.
Are
I can't.
they? That's not the way to your heart.
they say
Clyde?
a way to a man's.
Yeah, if
heart
I like
is
cooking
to his
videos. Like I
tomahawk.
like food and everything. I don't. Those
Mix
two
the
I don't
two?
want. Yeah. I
So
don't
girl
know.
cooking for you does
You never
nothing for
wanted
you?
to smash Rachel
I'm
Ray?
calling.
What?
Wait, what? No, what's up?
No. Say
No,
that
what's
again.
happening? Well, no. What were we looking at? My fault.
I'm calling cap because they might
Rachel
be.
Ray?
Nah, I didn't say
They
that.
might be like separate, but if someone could blend them together very well, that will give them more brownie points than if they.
No.
couldn't.
I'm not saying. Yeah. Like,
If a girl could throw down in the kitchen and then throw down in the bedroom, you're locked.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just
like cooking with Kia.
I'm just saying I can't. Yeah, I can't watch content and be like, oh, she's gonna cook for me real good. So I gotta like that's
yeah.
that
So why do you
correlation.
guys? I guess let's just get to the bottom of it. Why do you guys think that this is appealing to so many young men right now?
I don't. That's what's interesting.
I don't know if that's
Do I
me.
want to give the real answer?
Yeah,
Go
you do.
ahead.
Why? Because something with blackness, doesn't
Because
it?
young men, how do I put this? I would say, we'll keep it on social media. This is what's going off on TikTok. They don't really see a lot of representatives of people that are able to cook. I'll say that.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Oh, I like this.
The
I didn't think you were
younger-
gonna do
Here we
this.
go.
The younger joints don't cook.
I mean, the younger joints, like
Yeah,
the younger
they're
kids,
in
like
their they're in their
high
bed.
schoolers.
They're in
No,
their
we're
bed
not even
scrolling
talking-
on TikTok, hitting DoorDash.
We're not even talking high schoolers, college, early
Yeah,
20s,
early 20s.
people. They don't cook. They don't know how.
Not that I would know anything about what early 20s
But I
women
wasn't
do.
really cooking that much in my early 20s either. If I'm being honest. What?
But did you know how to cook?
Yeah, not as much as I do now. Like basic stuff I knew back then.
Yeah.
But
So
like
cooking with Kia would have been your competition back then.
Yeah.
why? Because she could cook it.
Because
I
she's twerking and cooking.
Oh, I don't
Take your
know.
man.
Are you gonna go to Zoe's house where you gotta buy the food? Or you go to Kia's house where she's twerking and cooking and then gonna eat you up?
Is that the selling point?
That's
That's the
crazy.
selling point.
That's crazy.
What has a better ROI?
Yeah. No, I
Damn,
wasn't really.
man.
But honestly, even my grandma can throw down in the kitchen. Like my
Right.
grandma can cook her ass off.
Yeah.
But my grandma told me she never learned how to cook until she came to Canada. So she had already had 3 kids by then.
Yeah.
She was already grown, married, 3 kids, came to Canada, and that's when she learned to cook.
But that's rare though.
Is it?
A lot of, well, at least from the women that I've known,
Yeah.
older women in my life, that they've been cooking since they were kids, like for their whole
Interesting.
family.
Who was cooking in your granny situation
What do you mean?
before she came?
Was your granddad the one
no,
cooking?
No, they had helpers. They were in Jamaica.
Oh, that's
Oh.
why.
they
See,
had,
that's not normal
That's
either.
not 1%
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
My mom was like the youngest child cooking for the whole family.
Yeah, no, they had helpers. They would have like a whatever, like a nurse and like a shit.
That's privilege.
That's real, but
But
like,
a lot- I mean, it's privilege, yes, but a lot of the actually,
because who's the
That's
helpers?
privilege.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah, there we go.
let me take it back. Not a
It's
lot.
privilege, but
I would say not a lot, but I would
Yeah.
say it's more prevalent to have helpers in Jamaica or like Caribbean islands than it would be like here.
Yeah.
Like you'll find more people in Jamaica who have like a cook or like a, someone who does like I don't know, someone who helps around the house.
I'll be
Some of
real.
those
Even
Yes.
even in Africa, that's the case. But we have a weird bias because unless you're a refugee, and even the refugees, but the people that make it out of countries like this tend to be more upwardly mobile, right? So they're able to leave.
Yeah.
But the majority of that country has to cook for their man and their kids.
Yeah. Interesting. Because, I feel like I know more people in Jamaica who have like help than people in Canada. I don't know a lot of people in Canada who have like
No,
They're probably
Cooks
taxing. They're
Of
taxing for
course,
help.
labor is
That's
definitely much cheaper out there.
In Jamaica, it's like, yo, if you take me to church every Sunday, I'll cook dinner.
yeah, like my
That's it,
cousin
like-
is my age. She has 2 kids and she has a nanny.
she has a nanny.
But it's like, damn, I know I'm not gonna have a nanny if I'm had 2 kids now.
They
But, like,
got
do you-
unions and stuff now.
I don't want to get like too stuck on this topic, but do you think do you think her and even your granny, like, do you think those are like the 1% of the country? Like, there's no way that's the norm.
I don't think.
People in Bush don't have nannies.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bush, no, but maybe. Well, my family's from Kingston, like
So
uptown
do you think
Kingston, so
most-
it's a little bit more well off.
Yeah.
I would
Fair.
say that.
Uptown.
Yeah,
Okay, fair
yeah,
enough.
they're definitely more well off over
Got
there.
you. Got you.
But my grandmother, the thing is also yeah, I guess you could say, because my grandmother was from the country, but her mother was like the nurse, like the
Okay.
city nurse. So like everyone knew her, and I guess nurses back then, you make good money, you're respected, so you have help. If you're a nurse and you work in a hospital, then you have a cook, you have a nanny, you have a
So,
Whatever.
well, shout out to 1962. But in 2024,
yeah.
in 2024, the reason this appeals to men, you're saying, especially this is mostly American men, maybe African American men, they're maybe not used to these women that are cooking. Is that what you're getting at, Tresor?
I'll say so. But
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have to stick on it.
Last thing I'm gonna say on this topic is if you're a woman and you don't know how to cook, use TikTok. TikTok is very helpful for learning how to cook.
If you're an adult that's self-sustaining, learn how to cook.
That's true too. Even if you're a man,
Cook or cook well, or just be able to feed yourself.
I can't lie,
Be
'cause-
self-sustaining.
Because for me, that's two different things.
Yeah,
It is. It
definitely
very
too.
much is.
you can't cook well.
Nah.
I
could
wouldn't
cook,
say
though.
that
I could
either.
cook.
Me neither,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Wait,
I
not
don't understand
well.
how you
You don't
can't
think
cook
cooking
well
is
though.
you
Like,
need to learn
you know
it?
what? My bad. I can, but I don't. Everything, it's easy to do.
It is very
You
easy
buy
to
the
do.
ingredients, you follow the instructions, it's easy.
Yeah, you make your own.
It's
twist
not
on
that
things.
easy all the
Yeah,
time.
you make your own twist.
Cooking
on
I
it.
well
think
is
that's
like
the
when you can
difference.
cook for
Not
people.
that
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
Like,
can't cook for.
You
Really?
can cook for yourself and it'll taste good enough that like you'll eat it consistently, but would you like take that same meal and feed it to all of us in here?
I
That's
do
a
with my
different
family all the time.
That's a different story.
That
I
means
don't
but if you do that and people like it, that means you cook well then.
I
Yeah.
guess because my mom was like, "Oh, it's your turn to cook tonight." She's amped.
Yeah, that's different than just
I
like
eat my own and I'm like, I'm glad no one else can see this.
Really?
This isn't that bad, but you know, we don't want everyone else to
Yeah,
know about
that's-
this.
Shit.
I think if you should learn how to cook well for anybody that comes to your house. That's good hospitality.
I think it is, but that
Period.
takes time as well.
it
I think
does, but it does
I think
not.
it takes time to
It
learn.
takes time to do anything. Make time
Yeah.
to look how to cook well.
Nah, that's actually
It is
that's
fair.
good advice. Yeah.
Yeah. What's next?
We have a Dear Relentless.
I mean, do we want to do Dear Relentless or do we want to talk about the craziest murder that just happened in New York City and they just caught homeboy who was on the run the last
that.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's hit that.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
do you want to go into it? Because
I mean, listen, like most people that are listening right now, if you're tapped into the internet enough, you know a little bit about the story, right?
some people have no idea. I talked to people this weekend who were like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like,
they
"What?"
don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a man that I'll walk it through it like chronologically.
Okay.
The way that we heard it a couple days ago is that a man killed the CEO of the largest healthcare company in America. Right? And so when you read that headline, anybody that reads that, if your politics are leftist, then you're gonna be like, hell yeah. You're gonna have you know what I mean? Your fist in the air, like
Eat the rich.
yeah, you know what I mean? Eat the rich, exactly.
yeah.
You know, you're gonna be you're gonna feel like there's a movement brewing
Yeah.
because America pays the most for healthcare, like as a collective, but they get the least out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam everywhere, but it's a scam in the States.
In America,
It's
it's
bad there.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad. You know, I've talked about this before. I tore my ACL. I got it fixed for free in Canada.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about the long lines here, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
I got my knee fixed by a doctor that operates on the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
free. In America, it's different, you know, especially if you're not working for a multinational company that could offer you free healthcare, you're fucked.
Mm.
You're going to have to pay thousands of dollars unless you have a crazy deductible. Anyway, people heard that story and they're very happy. Let me get the pulse check on you guys as soon as you saw the headline.
Mm.
What did you guys think as soon as you saw that?
I was just like, this man, like, there has to be, no one just kills the CEO of. I was thinking, well, first I was like, this is a trained killer because
Mhm.
I saw the video, I read the story, and I was like, okay, no one just goes up to someone and just shoots the CEO of a
Point
billion-dollar company point blank in the middle of the street. Like that's not just a random
Definitely
person.
targeted.
It's targeted. Something happened, and yeah, I would think that it's money principle driven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you, Tresor?
I wouldn't say, I'm very neutral on things. I wouldn't say I was happy. I wouldn't say I
Yeah.
was upset. I was just like, whoa, that's crazy.
Well, that's crazy.
'Cause I don't know the background either. So I was
Sure,
like,
sure.
That's
But
crazy.
when I read more about it,
Mhm.
about that this is the largest, like you said, healthcare or health insurance company in the States, how many claims they deny.
Yeah, I heard they had the highest deny
Yes.
rate.
When I
also.
heard how many claims they deny, how much money they bring in a year, and how much money that man makes a year, I said,
Mhm.
not mad.
And this same CEO has been under fire recently for insider trading.
Which is insane.
That's crazy for a CEO of a big company.
Yes.
Of a health insurance
Yeah.
company.
Holy
for a
fuck.
health insurance company. And for those that don't know, he was privy to some information that would signal that his company was going to tank, and then he sold his shares before that happened.
Wow.
He rug
Shit.
pulled.
Wow.
Actually, I don't know
So
if that's a proper term. But
Yeah, it's close. It's close to rug pull. Shout out to the Hawk to a girl.
yeah.
But so yeah, he got investigated at that same time. So there was smoke in the direction that he might have been a corrupted CEO as well.
Sure.
Of the top, as you said, as of the top healthcare company in America, who not only is the top one, but also that company does the most denials as a percentage as an insurance company. So right away, that it looked like it was a valiant guy
Right.
who was maybe doing the right thing to spearhead a movement,
Some Robin Hood shit.
right? Now we also have to show both sides on Relentless, right?
We try.
We gotta show both sides.
We get called
can.
out for not always doing that.
We
but
do what we
try.
can.
We try what we try to our best of our abilities, but at the same time, this guy is rich.
The suspect.
Suspect,
The suspect who, the guy who allegedly pulled the trigger. He's rich. He's from a very wealthy family. He went to
Italian American.
Italian American. He went to an Ivy League school. He
Was valedictorian.
valedictorian.
Damn.
He graduated as an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
He was set in a nice
Engineer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
got
That's
a
how we made the-
master's in engineering.
That's how
Yeah.
he knows the
Yeah,
angle of the.
yeah.
Hey.
It was like an air weapon or something, right?
Uh,
He had a silencer. That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
yeah. This
That's
guy,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
yeah.
No one you know what I'm
As
saying?
an
Like
engineer, you
the
curve
amount
that.
of the amount of shootings that happen in the USA, because guns are
mhm.
very rampant over there. You don't just really see a random guy who has a gun from Walmart with a silencer walking up to a CEO and shooting him point blank. You know what I'm saying?
Tell that
doesn't-
to the YNs.
Yo.
you
Anyways,
to the YN. Anyway, that doesn't happen.
Watch out for them.
if they could get switches, they could get silencers.
Oh God. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where I'm like, okay, this definitely feels more calculated.
Right.
Um,
and then also, and yeah, he was driving up the corporate ladder pretty quickly. Like his life looked good on paper.
yeah,
He broke his back a few months ago.
I heard.
Started doing psychedelics, from what his friends were saying. A lot of one of his friends, at least, publicly on Twitter, was reaching out to him like, "Yo, I haven't heard from you in a couple months. What's up? Hey, man, I invited you to my wedding and you still haven't answered me." This is all like on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah. I hope everything's fine. And then he started doing psychedelics and stuff, and he was getting involved in some type of books where they're not radical in a sense that it would turn you violent, but he was reading up on some people who were like, if you have a boring life, you should take action right now. Like that type of ethos.
Some Fight Club shit.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Tyler Durden shit. Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, this happens, and then he flees to Central Park, and nobody could find him for a couple of days.
Has it been like a week or two? No, it's been at least a week. It's been
Was it a
since
week?
the shooting, at least a week.
Been a week, okay.
Yeah, because he was on the run.
Yeah, they were looking
I
for him.
thought his ass was out of here.
Oh,
I was
right.
like, damn. Like,
They ain't
this
found
guy-
him yet. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
was like, yo, this guy just shot a millionaire CEO point blank in the streets of New York and is gonna disappear. So
Yeah.
I was on some like, yo, this is some like scandal B613 shit. Like, We're like
Yeah.
witnessing like real TV right now, but it's real life. So when I was in Miami and I read the headlines that they got this, I said, "Whoa!"
Whoa.
But the conspiracy theorist in me, I don't know if it's the same guy.
I had the
The
same
photo that they have of the suspect and him don't look the same.
Yeah.
They don't.
Right.
They don't. At least, and I was like trying. I'm like, he just looks like they both look like dark-haired guys with straight noses and thick eyebrows. But that's a lot of men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It did not look like the guy in the photo. And that guy's photo was everywhere.
Yeah. So this could be true. Like maybe he's like a pawn or a plant or something. But there has been a manifesto
Yeah.
that was caught from him.
Very detailed one, yeah.
Yeah, right. Where he's like, take by no mistakes. It was just me. I wasn't working with other people.
Yeah, he's saying the feds by name.
Ex-
To the feds.
Yeah,
Like,
to the feds, blah, blah, blah. So he's taking accountability for this.
Hmm.
And so let's just assume that he's the guy that pulled the trigger, right? A lot of people on the left side of politics are raising him as a martyr, even though martyr technically you have to die, but they're raising him as a political martyr because of what he did. But now they're uncovering his tweets. This is the funniest part, right? They're uncovering some of his tweets, and some of them are like kind of problematic, like edgelord type of humor, right?
Yeah.
And this is the funniest part about leftists to me. This guy killed somebody, but he made bad jokes, and now he's a bad person.
Yeah. That was their gripe.
Let's pick one, guys.
Yeah.
If you're gonna ride for this guy, you better ride for this guy.
Well, he gained like 100,000 followers on Instagram once his
That is
account
insane.
was like public.
You ended the life of a father, but not all black people like basketball.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
slow it down.
Yeah,
Relax.
and Meta deleted all of his profiles, but he gained 100,000 followers,
Yeah.
and there are now all these support groups. People will like free him. This.
So he's the liberal Kyle Rittenhouse.
Wow. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, that's I gotta sit on that one. Pause.
Both
but
sides. Both sides need a shooter. Like,
Yeah, that sounds about right. Or not liberal, kind of leftist, because liberals are kind of in the middle nowadays.
I
Interesting.
can't keep up with all these names, bro. I still don't know.
Oh yeah, a liberal's like Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
A leftist is like I don't know, Bernie Sanders or something.
and for
Or would you consider what's his name? Jagmeet Singh. Like
Jack-
leftist?
he's an extreme. That's liberal. That's
That's liberal.
left.
Or that's left.
No,
That's
left.
liberal.
Honestly, like it's not even. It's weird because when it comes to when it comes to leftists are terrible politicians.
Fair.
Facts.
AOC is the closest thing. Do you guys know who AOC
Yeah.
is?
No.
Alexander something Cortez.
I'm aware of who she is. I
She's the
don't know what she be
closest
standing for.
popular name that I can.
She's like radical though, right?
Yeah, but that's what a leftist is. They're like
Alexandra
they're further left.
Cortez, were in the U.S.
Yeah.
But where was she? Is she governor?
She's a senator.
Of-
She's not a governor. She's not a governor. I believe she's a senator.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, that there might be a leftist version of that. But yeah, that's all I have for this guy. Like, he's a leftist martyr at this point, and the more that they uncover from him on Twitter, they're like, maybe he doesn't believe the same things we did.
I'm dying.
Didn't you say he writes something on the shell casings too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then he pulled 3 shots at the CEO, and then he left the shell casings on the ground, like deliberately when you see it on the video. And it said there's 3 D's to it. There's
Deny, deploy, and
Depose?
depose. Something like that?
depose.
Yeah.
And depose is a play on words, but those 3 D's refer to how insurance companies ignore claims. So yeah, it seemed like he had a motive, even though it's weird because he was pretty well off and he probably could have just did it through his health insurance. And like, I guess the last thing I'm gonna say is this guy, when you follow the trajectory of his life, he came from a higher place than the CEO.
Jeez.
The CEO is from like bumfuck Iowa, just went to some university or something, not an Ivy League, and then rose up the corporate ladder, turned into a CEO, and then got shot dead because he's the figurehead of a terrible company. So I
He's
don't know.
more the
like,
face of like
yeah, like
leftist liberalism and stuff.
exactly.
Like that.
A lot of this is figurative, and it matters like how you position yourself. But yeah, I don't know. Like I just love to see a debate between somebody on both sides of this political thing, because it's hard for me to imagine somebody like this who's just like it's impossible to be like, yo, Luigi might have done something wrong.
Right.
Like you can't just go viral by saying that right now.
Mm.
The common thing to say is like, yo, that shout out to the fact that this guy shot a man.
Jeez.
It's just interesting. Yeah.
I don't know.
The public hate the rich, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how this case plays out.
And it's like the public hate the rich, and you know, we're saying eat the rich, blah, 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 fuck all billionaires, blah, blah, blah. But if Rihanna got shot down right now,
Yeah, we don't hate him that much.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah, you don't hate all billionaires.
Yeah, so but then she's not leading a
was
like
gonna say.
a healthcare company, but I don't know. It's a slippery slope. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, and then what if you become rich? Then you can be like, whoa.
As I said, spin the bottle.
Hey.
When the bottle spins and it's your turn and you got millions now, what?
Listen,
But
Hold on, nah.
can you guys understand why people are they don't enjoy the fact that he died, but do you understand why people are kind of upset from this kind of thing?
That he died?
No, kind of like they're upset of like how screwed over they get by health insurance.
Oh,
and they can't-
absolutely.
Okay.
Some
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
denied claims for chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what the hell do you mean? If I have cancer and chemo is the treatment that's gonna keep me alive, how are you denying claims for
It's-
chemotherapy?
it's all about point of view, right? Because when we watched John Q, we were rooting for Denzel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Facts.
What do you expect a father to do?
Yeah. So it really is all about point of view. So
Or if you watch A Time to Kill, you're rooting for Samuel L. Jackson, even though he shoots men in a courthouse dead with a rifle.
real,
So
real.
yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I like stuff like this, unfortunately. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll see. Why are you shaking your head? I don't like people getting killed, but it's an interesting story. It's a very interesting story.
Yeah, yeah. We're all gonna be following. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm on the side that I don't believe that that's the same guy.
Mm.
I don't believe it's
It
the
is
same
going to
guy.
get more interesting then.
I think so. I don't think it's the same guy.
If it's not the same guy, the person who's really responsible, what do you think their motives are?
Probably the same thing.
Okay.
Make a statement.
Okay.
He's a wicked man if he
So why use another person as a pawn?
I don't know.
Scapegoat.
Yeah, he's got things planned that we
That-
don't
I don't know, man,
about
'cause
yet.
I
But
think
what's
this guy
the
left-
scapegoat's intentions then?
We don't know
Because he's
until we
taking the
find out.
fall.
This guy left fake Monopoly money. He left shell casings with 3 words engraved on them. Like it just he left on an e-bike,
Yeah.
and then they just randomly find him in Pennsylvania a week later.
Like, does it feel staged to you almost?
I don't know. Something just feels like the dots are not fully connecting.
Like
And
it
then the
feels too
manifesto
simple?
to
And
the
then he
feds.
has a mask
You
on, but
finally
then he
got me.
takes off his mask
Yeah.
at a Starbucks. You would right? That's what his mask is. Take off a drink or to
Talk
order a
to
drink.
shorty.
Yeah,
Was that at McDonald's or?
it was
It was a
McDonald's
McDonald's.
or was it
It was
McDonald's or Starbucks?
McDonald's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, he takes off his mask to talk. Like I don't know, man.
So do you think he was just a puppet from somebody else?
Something's not making sense.
I agree. It does look a little.
It has Shonda Rhimes written all over it. It has Shonda Rhimes written all over it.
So, Damn, you might be right on that.
Yeah.
Math
I
is
mean,
not
I guess
mathing.
we'll see the story
But
develop.
God forbid, never don't want this to happen. Do you think this could be the start of something that people are trying to be copycats?
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
hope
so.
not. But I feel like it's gonna shake a lot of CEOs though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of CEOs gonna be walking around with some serious security. Believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of job postings where like CEOs were posting jobs about executive security.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all better approve those claims.
Yeah, because the thing is, we think
And
about-
Wikipedias are getting deleted too.
Yeah,
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
taking down their info.
People are scared to be
Like
known.
CEOs.
Oh,
I think
CEOs?
their infos.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, CEO of Relentless.
Mr.
Okay, come on, come on.
Mr. State Farm better go bunker up somewhere.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's
Better work from home.
The Denzel twin.
Is that who is
that's
the,
Allstate.
Oh, my fault. Shit. My
Allstate.
bad.
and he's not the CEO. He's just
Yeah,
he's just the
my
voice.
bad.
spokesman.
My fault.
Isn't
But
he
yeah.
the same guy that played Q's dad in Love and Basketball?
Oh
I don't
shit.
remember.
I think so. Yeah.
I think he is. The guy with the deep voice.
Listen, man.
I can't lie, I hate that movie.
So,
Love and
man,
Basketball?
but everyone has a different stance till they start making money. Just me. Because when I started making money, I was like,
These taxes look a little high.
yeah.
Everybody's
Maybe Big T was
Yeah.
awesome.
When you're young and you're a student and they're like, yeah, we're going to give, the OSAP, we're going to take down the OSAP and you're going to get free birthday. The second you graduate,
You're like,
get a job.
Yeah.
And you're like,
everybody.
yo, how much money y'all taking off the top?
Yeah.
So
I'll say this to conclude: everybody is a liberal until they make more than $80,000 a year.
100%.
So
100%.
I should ask you that. Yeah.
we're not
100%.
really. Yeah.
No, literally.
So if you're a certain bracket, your opinion might be different then.
It will be. Most likely it will be.
Or if you're in a certain bracket, still saying certain things,
Right.
it's a little indicative more of how you feel than just your political slants.
I will say this. And I don't want to get too political, but I will say this. I think democracy works best when everybody votes selfishly. There's some people that'll get mad by what you said. There are some
sure.
people that are going to get mad by what you said.
Absolutely.
But I don't even get mad when rich people are Republicans because I get it. Be selfish.
Yeah.
The only time I get mad is when like poor people are economically conservative. You're voting against your interests.
Thank you.
These people are racking $30K a year.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like,
Don't give poor people money. Yeah. Like, what
they're
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, America, you're the poor one.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's
Taxes.
like you're not conservative. You
Taxes.
just don't want immigrants here, man. Like,
Yeah.
stop, man. Like,
Yeah.
you're not
Like-
conservative.
like,
you're just
bruh,
racist.
like-
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're worried because Kamala said they them. Bro, did you not know that Joe Biden gave young parents a child credit? You didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Word.
Because you're just busy worrying about like dumb
You're
shit.
you're talking about taxes, and you do your taxes and don't have to pay any money.
Yeah.
So what that doesn't like.
what?
I feel like there's something deeper here, big man.
But like the government could reflect the times if everybody votes selfishly.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Be honest.
I like leaving on that note. I like that.
Me too.
I vote selfishly. Fuck.
Vote selfishly.
Me too.
Period.
Everybody okay?
Actually, do I vote selfishly?
Guess not.
Actually, no, I do. I do. I
mean,
think about how is this
yeah.
person going to benefit me?
It has a negative
100%.
connotation, but that's how it
Who is
should
going
be.
to benefit me in the best light?
You
'Cause
don't, you don't judge someone based off of how they vote, I'm assuming, right?
No, I'll judge you based on like what you're voting for.
Okay.
For sure. Like if you're voting because like, oh yeah, fuck immigrants, I don't want them in Canada anymore. Then I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But if you're voting like, I don't know, whatever, taxes or blah, 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 or infrastructure, that's different.
yeah.
Because like I have someone I know who has 3 kids, not married, and they get X amount of money per month per child. I don't give a fuck. Why? I don't care that Trudeau gives you X amount of money per child. What has nothing to do with me? And we can argue about that all day. I didn't get knocked up and have 3 kids, so why are my tax dollars going? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't
for
know.
sure.
You see it? I don't know.
Yeah. And like not only just for your country, but also for your province, also for your city.
Yeah.
Like I'm a type of person that loves to bike. You know what I mean? Like
We know
Oh
you.
boy.
Yeah,
We
I mean?
know.
Oh, brother.
Yo,
Giggling
Yo.
really loud.
Yo, Doug Ford's trying to take away 1 bike lane. I'm saying add 2.
Damn. You went there.
Anyway.
All right.
So it's like, yeah, like everybody just vote for
Do you
whatever
have
like.
a bike? Or
No,
you
I just use the
do
city bikes.
Would you get a motorcycle?
Nah, that's dangerous.
What?
But biking down a road where
ex-
people are going 90 miles an hour, is
Right.
it?
You should not be going 90 miles on a road that has a bike lane.
Like the roads that I bike on, they never go that fast. I would never take my city bike on the highway. I'm not
And
going
you
on the
can't.
corner. Yeah.
You legally cannot take
Right, but
any bike on
but a
highway.
motorcycle you can. So
Oh, I see what you mean.
yeah, I would never do that.
Okay.
Anyways, let's wrap this up.
You there?
Episode, what's this again?
Karolenko.
Christian Coloco.
Hey K, 47.
Oh my God, I'm so tired.